place. The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppers. Shoppers has the right size John Deere tractor with attachments for any job. You can build your tractor online with Shoppers' exclusive Build It, Price It, Own It tool. See all our John Deere specials by Googling Shoppers at SHOPPAS. It's time for you to make the right call. Shoppers, your John Deere tractor experts and proud sponsor of Rice Owl Athletics.
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new design 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
At True Anomaly Brewing, our greatest achievement lives in knowing that everything we've learned is yours to enjoy. While it may not be rocket science, we brew with the same detail and dedication learned while running mission operations for NASA. Taking risks is part of our DNA. We don't take them just to say we did, we take them because of the result. Bold brews we're proud to share with fellow adventure seekers. True Anomaly Brewing. Beer for the explorers.
Kickoff is moments away, which means it's time for a visit with Rice head football coach Mike Bloomgren. Brought to you by Yuengling Flight. Raise the bar with the next generation of light beer. Now, alongside the coach, here's J.P. Heath.
What a majestic sight it is and what a game it'll be. Dunleavy family football coach Mike Bloomgren, Rice Owls, and the Army Black Knights. This chat brought to us by Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer. How about this atmosphere? Just coming here, I know second time for you, unfortunately enough, my fourth time. Just everything this represents, it's amazing.
It is, yeah, and it's my third time coming here, second with Bryce, of course, but it's from seeing the Hudson right there and seeing this unbelievable campus to seeing the snipers on the roof. You know, you understand you're at a different place.
What did you and the staff stress to the guys this week trying to bounce back from U of H?
You know, the thing was, this is preparing for such a different football team. And although it's a different football team, it's still football. And so blocking and tackling are at a premium. There is no doubt about that. The other thing that we have to understand is like the physicality and the playing for 60 minutes, so being able to answer the bell in the late rounds and still throw those punches.
The conference opener, you look at it like you've told me in seasons past, like a new season.
It is, absolutely. It's a new season. Everything we want in this conference is right there. It's our first real away game. It's our first conference game. We're excited for this opportunity. There's no doubt about that.
Their run game, obviously, is well known, unique with their style and the structure. What makes it tough to go against? I know you did some stuff in the offseason, but coming off a short week, too, is that tougher to prep for?
You know, I don't know that it's tougher. It's always going to be tough in season, but that's why we do it in spring ball. That's why we do it in training camp, because the biggest thing is we got a great look from our scout team, but it's still going to be different today when we see them do it at the speed that they do it. I mean, there's no way to replicate the tempo that they run this option at, but the discipline that we have to have is going to be a key today.
Dive, quarterback pitch, like we always hear.
Man, that's it. I mean, it's assignment football, and it's physical football. You can't give them any leaky yards because they really will go for it on 4th and 1 from the -10.
Anything you and Chewy stressed to E.J. Warner this week to keep it normal, but I know so much of the season left. How do you handle that?
Yeah, just efficiency. Like when the throws are there, we got to throw them. We got to cut the ball loose, and we got to play free and confident. And that's the biggest keys for us as an offense and him in particular.
This Army defense can get overlooked a little bit, but what does Coach Woody do that's maybe overlooked on their defense?
You know, I think people always talk about them as a bend, don't break, but they actually do some really good things scheme-wise, and they really are connected. Everything is connected. They do a great job being disciplined. You hear that word keep coming up when we talk about Army, no surprise. But they do a great job playing things top down, and they also do a good job mixing in their pressures.
And finally, I know you said to me during the week, hey, third downs are going to be a key for us to get. What are some other factors and focal points for the guys?
Yeah, I think third and fourth down are going to be critical, but the keys to this game for us are we have to match and exceed their discipline, their toughness, and their execution. And, that's easier said than done against the number one rushing team in America and a team with a very good defense that's giving up 7 points a game. But we are very capable, and we are excited about this opportunity.
Thanks, Coach. Get that win.
Yes, sir. Go Owls.
Yes, sir. Rice Fight. Dunleavy Family Football Coach for Rice Owls, Mike Bloomgren. Rice and Army coming up next, just off the banks of the Hudson. This is Rice Football from Learfield.
Rice fans, need a place to stay while watching your Owls play ball? Located just steps from campus is the Hilton Houston Medical Center. Visit us today at houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount. Again, that's houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount now.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The Parking Spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at the Parking Spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
We are getting quite the display here from the Golden Knights paratrooping team that is landing down. Some of the guys coast, and some of the guys take a pretty hard dive onto the turf. Jason was telling us in our ear during the break that one of the gentlemen had 18,000 jumps. So they've been doing this a little while, and they have these long black, yellow, and white ribbons that come behind each of the jumpers that glide into the midfield logo. I don't know how you get to trying that for the first time.
That last 18,000?
Yeah, the last 17,999.
Right.
But how does that happen to do that the first time? That's crazy.
It's just different. I mean, how do you not get fired up when you see this? Your guys are coming in strong, hot, and they're landing safely and picking up the parachutes like it's nothing. And you see the flag on the end of like this one. We're watching, right? You can't get, unless you're watching something. You see the flag, and it never hits the ground. The flag never touched the ground.
That's amazing.
That is.
The last jumper comes in with the flag.
Yep.
And you have three.
You got to be precise.
Yeah, very precise. Around the 42-yard line, they pick it up. We welcome in the third member of our broadcast crew, Jason Benko.
Check this out.
Hi, boys. My helicopter's here.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. Here comes a nice helicopter just off to the north, blowing some trees around. Now look at the pregame details, but hovering there, Brother Metco.
The pageantry here is something else. If you've never been here to Michie Stadium, you need to find your way here.
There's nothing like it.
This is unreal. Period.
How are things looking on your end? I know they don't have the stands. They're under construction here at Mike. You understand a couple seasons from now that will be finished with a new set of suites. We do have the Houston Methodist injury report, but how are things looking on your end, Jason?
Well, sun and 70, so no complaints there today weather-wise. You're going to get to know your friends a little bit on this sideline, fellas. It's about 8 to 9 yards deep, so it's pretty tight. Want to keep tempers at a minimum today, and the one thing that we've been preaching all week is discipline. Certainly this institution strives in that, and I think for Rice today, limit the mistakes if they want a chance to come out of here and win in West Point, boys.
And coaches will tell you, hey, before I tell you who's going to win, tell me who's playing. On the Houston Methodist injury report, both sides of the ball, Owls are a little bit banged up. John Long is not going to go in this game at right guard, so Chad Lindbergh will move over from the left side to the right guard spot. Weston Crop goes up at left guard, starting in place of Chad Lindbergh. Crop backs up the three guys on the interior. Still no sight of Ty Bowman and Rawson McNeil, who are expected to be the Owls' two leading receivers coming into the season. On the Owls' defensive side, I mean, pull up a chair and pack a lunch, because that's how long it'll take for me to explain. But you hate, especially the way Tyson Flowers played the first part of the season. He is not playing in this one. Marcus Williams is out at that Viper spot, so expect DJ Arkansas kind of be that Sam linebacker. More coming up, elaborating here in a little bit, but Chika Anabogu will rotate in at some linebacker as well. And Damone Green is out at the defensive end spot as well. Expect Joseph Mutombo, Cedric Calhoun, the D-line coach and buddy was telling me before the game. Mutombo will move up, and also we could see some more reps from Aquantis Clemens in there. But Nate, those aren't excuses. The Owls are a little bit banged up on the defensive end against a team that looks for even the slightest little hiccup or misstep on the offensive side of Army. They're trying to exploit that.
They really are, but that's what happens when you play a very physical University of Houston football team that ran on you last week, and your defense is on the field a whole lot longer than they really should have been when you look at the production of Rice last week. 159 yards total offense, 9 first downs.
Starting lineup, opening kick coming up next year. Rice and Army. This is Rice football from Learfield.
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers, or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
Shoppers has the right John Deere equipment for you. If you're looking for a tractor, gator, or lawnmower, let the experts at Shoppers give you the right answers to your John Deere questions. Shoppers makes buying a piece of John Deere equipment easy with our online Build It, Price It, Own It tool. You can add attachments specific to your needs, or check out our ready-to-go John Deere tractor packages. See all that Shoppers has to offer by Googling Shoppers at SHOPPAS. Shoppers, your John Deere tractor experts and proud sponsors of Rice Owl Athletics.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University is the preferred choice, whether cheering on Coach Bloomgren and the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week. Just minutes from Rice Village and only 3 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. When you're hungry, stop by the bistro for either breakfast or evening options. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and unwind with your favorite beverage. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation. And be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
At True Anomaly Brewing, our greatest achievement lives in knowing that everything we've learned is yours to enjoy. While it may not be rocket science, we brew with the same detail and dedication learned while running mission operations for NASA. Taking risks is part of our DNA. We don't take them just to say we did, we take them because of the result. Bold brews we're proud to share with fellow adventure seekers. True Anomaly Brewing, beer for the explorers.
On the Rice Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to live play-by-play coverage of Owls football.
Thrown right side, Cobb out of the backfield. Touchdown, Rice Owls. Catches it in stride. The 20, the 10, the 5. Lunges middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Rice Owls. Whose house? The Owls' house.
Owls football is brought to you by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 716, lighting up Rice University and Houston for over 100 years. And by The Parking Spot. The Parking Spot. We have airport parking covered. Now, alongside Nate Griffin, here's the voice of the Owls, J.B. Heath.
What a sight. These are certainly the moments that you do remember, with the cannons going off, the cadets in the stands, and the Army football team getting onto the field right now. These certainly are the moments that you remember, but just off the reservoir, off the banks of the Hudson, it's the AAC opener. It's the Owls' second season in the American Athletic Conference, Army's first. With Nate Griffin by my side, Walter Donaldson on his birthday eve, no less, twisting the dials. Bob Schlanger on the stat board, a couple nights in the city. Robert O and the folks doing it right down the road to the Big Apple, but we are certainly bona fide again. Jason Metco with us on the road, occupying that slim patch of real estate he was describing on the sideline. Austin Pert spotting today, and Talik Pratt producing in our Learfield studios. And I am voice of your Rice Owls. Humbled to be here, J.P. Heath. Many ways to consume this fine broadcast product today. The Varsity Network app, RiceOwls.com, and the Owls Game Day app as well. Tell your mama, tell your uncle. We're on Facebook and YouTube as well, and X. If all those bots haven't taken over it by now, in the booth as well. Currently 70 degrees, some clouds above us. There are remnants of some smoke across the way with those cannons having fired. It is just a great, great sight. Stellar view here as we look out across that reservoir here in West Point. It's the last full day of summer. We see some yellow and brown there peeking through on the trees, on the banks across that reservoir. Just majestical here in such a special place. And Nate, unfortunately, a lot of things to improve on after that U of H game. And I don't know if it's too bold to say we really don't know what Rice team we have here, and it's almost a third of the way through the year.
We don't. We've not seen the best of E.J. Warner. We've seen what the defense can do. Right now, Army is a 6.5-point favorite against the Rice Owls. Last week, the Rice Owls only had 159-yard total offense and 9 first downs versus University of Houston. You're looking at a team in the Black Knights offense that leads the nation in running. Army top 25 nationally in pass play explosiveness. We have not seen any real explosive plays against any team other than Texas Southern. So now there's the coin flip, JP.
It is tails.
So Rice has won the toss. It's the referee, Stephen Anderson.
Rice has deferred to the second half.
And they deferred. They don't like to take the football first, so Army will get the football first. And I think that could be playing into their hands.
Army
they
will
like
receive.
To do.
Good luck, gentlemen.
The Rice captains, Josh Piercy, who almost came to Army. Chike Anabogu play, that is Isaiah Floyd, and also Dean Connors dapping the Army guys. Army is in its black tops, gold helmets with that thin black stripe, and they've got the lighter, almost a pewter pants in there. Rice with the road white silver pants, and then the silver helmets with that blue, white, piping down the middle, that stripe down the middle of the helmet. So Rice will be kicking it off here. And the starters for that Army offense, a triple option, a lot of wing tee, but it's unique to Army what they do. Bryson Daly, the West Texas kid from Abernathy, last season finished third in the nation with rushing quarterbacks. He is the straw that stirs the drink. Kanye Udo is the running back from Mays Landing, New Jersey. Miles Stewart as well, kind of their blocker, fullback hybrid guy. But their slot back is who you listen for. Noah Short leads the nation in yards per carry at almost 13. Brady Small is not small. He is the center from Mount Ephraim, New Jersey, 6'3", 313. Bill Katsuyanis from Katy Tiger, left guard. Paulo Gennarelli, the right guard. Lucas Scott, the right tackle. Connor Finucane is the left tackle from Baton Rouge. And Liam Fortner, the wide receiver. David Crossan, the tight end. The Owls defense in just a second. The return men, Benson and Stewart, are back deep, and the ball goes over the head of Benson, standing at about the 2-yard line, and another touchback for the Owls, Enoch Godo. We are underway here from West Point. Starters for that Rice Owls defense. These starting lineups brought to you by Houston Methodist. Houston Methodist the official healthcare provider for Rice Athletics. Visit them at HoustonMethodist.org. Houston Methodist leading medicine. Charlie Lewis at one defensive end with our guy Blake Banish.
Kicking team, 2 players wearing number 26. 5 yards added to the touchback spot. First down, Army.
So Gabriel Taylor and the other 26, Christian Francisco. How'd that happen?
Well,
I don't know how that happens.
Yeah, you have to be really, really careful. One guy can wear it on offense, one guy can wear it on defense. You got to report it.
Yeah, not on the field at the same time.
Right.
Or change the jersey. So we'll set up the rest of the Owls defense in a second. They start out at the 30. Under center is Daly. He's got a wing each side and one back. The snap and a pitch to the right side at the 30, 35, up to the 40 before the ball carrier Stewart is bumped by Morrison near that far sideline near midfield. 17 yards. Wham bam.
There was a forward fumble out of bounds. The ball goes back to the spot of the fumble. First down.
So that'll go back to the 48-yard line. So an 18-yard gain to start things. The rest of the Owls defense, Josh Piercy almost came to Army. Mama told me before the game, but he is that outside linebacker rush in. They're going to play a base defense today, Nate. We'll talk more about that. Coach Bloomgren is telling me DJ Arkansas, Ty Morris, Myron Morrison, the linebackers, Hook and Taylor, the safeties, Ahoya and Fresh are the corners. Snap and a hand straight up the gut, plowing into Rice territory. Isaiah Floyd brings down that Army ball carrier for a gain of 4 yards. That was Kanye Udo on the carry.
We need to tell you, Army runs some wing T formation. They run a triple option out of that wing T formation. So one of the 3 guys can't get the ball, and the quarterback. Obviously, this guy is a runner as well. Last game against FAU, he had over 100 yards rushing. These guys are special, and so it's very, very hard to defend that triple option.
Yeah, you're telling me no receivers in the set. Wing either way. One of those short. The back is Udo. Under center, Daly might be barking out an audible here. And a 2nd down and 6 play just into Rice territory. They put short in motion. The snap runs down the line. The option turns it up in between the hashes in the numbers and dives inside the 45. And he'll reach to the 43. Andrew Alway on that tackle. So 3rd down, very short coming up after that 5-yard run by the Black Knights.
These guys are averaging somewhere around 300 plus yards a game.
390, how
just
about that?
Just carrying the football, nearly 400 yards a game. Just running the football.
The OC is Cody Worley, 5th year on the staff, calls the plays, 1st year as the OC. 3rd down, less than a yard, 2 minutes in, no score. The snap, they put it to the up back, and Udo will turn his way around the right corner and get the 1st down at the 41-yard line. Davion Hook, mentioned him starting at that safety spot. But it goes for 2 yards just across the chains to the 41-yard line. New set of downs for the Army Black Knights.
Once again, we mentioned 55 plays a game just running the football, maybe 8. They will throw it.
Off that left side, it's going to be Hayden Reed coming in as one of the wings. A receiver either way. Ball's from the right hash. They put Reed in motion to snap. 3-step drop. Only their 11th pass attempt for the year. It's deep over the middle, out of the 10, in the 5, and a touchdown. Noah Short, his 2nd touchdown of the season, goes for 41 yards. They went to the deep post, Nate. That's something I was not expecting. I think they slid by Gabe Taylor on that back end.
Well, a lot of times, you expect them to run the football. You got to be careful with the option because they will throw it. Remember, we just mentioned before they threw the pass, they're going to throw it maybe 8 times a game. That's one of the 8 that they will throw.
Point after try coming up. Yeah, their yards per reception is definitely up there. Trey Granodi is coming on to kick this one, coming from the hold of Matthew Rhodes.
And that was Davion Hook.
It was 29 Hook, not 26 Taylor. Thank you very much. The kick is up into the sea of cadets, fighting over that pigskin. They're patriotic, nice students. I'm sure they'll return the football, but just barely settling in. It's already 7-0 in favor of Army. We have a timeout on the field. We'll get to those starters on the Rice offense coming up next. This is Rice football from Learfield.
At Shoppers, we get all kinds of John Deere tractor questions, like what horsepower tractor do I need? Do I need a 4-wheel or 2-wheel drive? What kind of attachments do I need for my John Deere tractor? The Shoppers tractor experts have the answers to all those questions, or you can go online and create your own John Deere tractor with our Build It, Price It, Own It tool. It will give you costs along with finance options. You can see all our specials by Googling Shoppers at SHOPPAS. Shoppers, your John Deere tractor experts and proud sponsor of Rice Owl Athletics.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
12:08 first quarter. Army has struck first. 5 plays, 75 yards. Took 3 minutes and 52 seconds off the clock. A 41-yard pass to short from their starting quarterback, and of course that is Bryson Daly. Coming out early, the first play was a run on an option, and you got to be able to stop those long runs. That was 18 yards on that long run, but that's what really got started.
Yeah, and it started, I mean, they had the penalty on the opening kickoff.
Yes.
They can't start that trend in a game where they said they had to be disciplined. Here are the starters on the Rice offensive side of things. A changeup, not to David Stickle. The Pace Florida State transfer is still in there at center. Again, these starters brought to you by Houston Methodist. Houston Methodist Leading Medicine, the official healthcare provider for Rice Athletics. Visit them at houstonmethodist.org. Stickle the center. Chad Lindbergh is playing right guard today. Weston Kropp is playing left guard. John Long not in the lineup today. Brant Banks is the right tackle from Nebraska and Westbury Christian. And Ethan Onyeonwa is the left tackle. Starting receivers we'll see officially in a second, but listed as Dickman, Sykes, and Walker. Dean Connors is starting running back last week, the 8th player in school history to go over 500 receiving yards and 1,000 career rushing yards. Bowden Gruen, the tight end. E.J. Warner is the quarterback for the Rice Owls. And we'll get to the Army defense in just a moment. 7-0. Army leads Rice.
Yeah, I've got to get on the board quickly. And I think the most important thing, though, don't be so quick about scoring. What you want to do is eat the clock up, because we know that Army is going to try to do that. They're going to try to maintain possession football and eat the clock.
Anderson Britton toe to leather, kicks it high. Jackson looks up into the sun, and he caught the ball a yard deep and right between the A of Army and the thin goal line. He put that right knee down, and Rice will bring it out to the 20-yard line. 25-yard line to start things. At defensive line, Kyle Lewis for the Black Knights from Scottsdale, Arizona. Cody Harris Miller, the nose from Middletown, Delaware, 6'1", 301. Their best pass rusher is Jack Latour. From Middletown, New Jersey, Elo Medozi, one of the outside linebackers, lines up on the line sometimes. Andon Thomas from Liberty Hill in the Austin area. Got banged up in the preseason last year, but he's back full strength. Josiah Banks starts at the nickelback, and the Owls go with a trick play to start things. 4 receivers stacked up to the left side, and they throw it left to Connors on a screen, streaking up the sideline to the 30. And Max DiDomenico from Schertz, Texas, near San Antonio, brings him down. A 9-yard gain on Rice's first play. 2nd and 1 at the 34 coming up. The rest of the Army starters. Mentioned Banks in there at the nickel. Caleb Fortner, another linebacker, junior from Knoxville, Tennessee. DiDomenico at safety alongside Casey Larkin. Mays and Platt are the pair of sophomore corners. 7-0 Army from the 34-yard line. A handoff this side. Running right is Connor, slices his way past the 40-yard line and up past the 43. He is bumped down to the turf by Josiah Banks for 9 yards. Yeah, give them 8 yards back on that run to the 42-yard line.
I like what I'm seeing from the Rice Owls. They're mixing it up. I like the plays. Little bit of trickery here.
Short side is to the right. Receiver is Sykes. Braylon Walker to the left. 4 minutes in. Army leads 7-0. Snap, spiral thrown left side, caught by Walker, and right in front of David Platt, and he is shoved out of bounds at the 49-yard line. And that Rice sideline goes for 5, second down. And they're actually going to give him more the 49, more of a generous spot, and a gain of 7 yards, no complaint. 2nd and 3. Cody Harris-Miller had that pressure as Sykes goes to the left. Walker near way. Connors out of the backfield to the right. No, that is Dickman. Dickman comes in slot right because I know Connors is down in the backfield. He can't be in two places at once. Mahara, the tight end, a snap. Running to the right as Warner throws as he is hit. The ball is tipped and almost intercepted, but down as he tried to get it to the 45-yard line. Incomplete. Almost picked up right place, right time by Andon Thomas. 3rd down and 3. Rice at its 49. Army had a quick strike 5-play scoring drive. And a 41-yard touchdown pass to get the scoring started. 3rd down and 3.
That would have been a very difficult situation. Now, one of the advantages the Rice Owls is going to have today, they have a bigger offensive line than the Black Knights have defensive line. That is typically the case.
Here's a flag.
Legal substitution, 12 players on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, they had 12 coming out of the huddle, and you can't do that. Now, second penalty already.
Well, and both of those penalties are on numbers, JP. Not understanding, number one, on special teams, you can't have 2 players on the field with the same number. And number 2, you can't have 12 players on the field when you're only supposed to play 11.
It's math, right?
It's just math. That's all it is.
So they bring in Shields, one of their nickelbacks coming in, but they'll still put 4 and actually 5 guys down on the line here in a 3rd down and 8 play at their own 44. Back to passes Warner.
Right.
Looks right, pats the football, backs up even more, looks left, throws left, not looking, incomplete to Counters at the 44. A lot of pressure coming in there from Navy's Brent Jarena, from Verico, Florida. And promising drive to start, but the Owls will punt now. 7-0. Army leads 10-21, first quarter.
Unfortunate, because you had a play, and all of a sudden you decide to go trips right, near side here, and you couldn't develop it because you had a little bit of a rush, if you will, a blitz from the linebackers of Army.
Jaden Mays is back receiving this Bichetta punt. They almost come in to block it. It's a high spiraling punt to the left of Mays, sends him back to the left, and he kind of Willie Mazes it over the shoulder catch at the 10-yard line. A nice 47-yard boot. We saw too much of Bichetta last week with those, 9-10 punts, but he does a great job pinning them inside the 20. That's the 5th time he's had a punt inside the 20 on the season. We have a timeout on the field. It's Army 7 and Rice nothing. 10-12 first quarter. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Cancer is never just cancer. It affects your entire body. At Houston Methodist Neal Cancer Center, we have the expertise to treat all of you. Leading oncologists use the latest technology, research, and treatments to stop your cancer, while specialists minimize its effects on major organs. There's a better approach to cancer care that heals all of you. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Rice teams and traditions are legendary. Our team as strategic wealth designers are proud to be a partner of Rice Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team the Owls trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Owls.
And the respect we have for these people and what they will do in the future and the way that they live, like it's awesome to walk around the base, the fort at West Point, and get to go out there to Victory Point and see some of those things, and to see the dining hall that kind of looks like a Harry Potter-esque type place, and just understand how get 15 minutes to sit down and eat, and then it's out, man, and just understand how the other side lives. I think it gives us some respect for who they are and what they do for us. But again, they're going to be the opponent this Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I'm starting off in respect.
Well, thought there from Mike Bloomgren. Had the same thought as me, guys, when it came to the architecture here looking like Harry Potter. A good start for Army. They're up 7-0, 10-12 to go first quarter here at Nike Stadium. And fellas, we mentioned the discipline right off the bat with the 222s on the field and then the 12 men on the field. You can imagine on this narrow sideline today that's about 8 yards deep, it's a little bit tempered already.
You know where you have it, Lucky? I guess lucky's relative, but the cadets in the past, 3 times we've come, they've been right behind you. I'm looking at your nice svelte physique after that morning
it's
run.
a sea of white down here to the north end zone, and it is a sight to behold, fellas. I love being down here today.
Yeah, roughly, 3,500, 4,000 of the remaining cadets out there, and the only breakup is the Army band in their khakis and their black tops there. But it is quite the sight to behold. Yeah, Nate, it comes down as now we have a motion play. We'll get to that in a second. There's a game going on here as well at the 10-10 mark.
Well, you get caught up in all of the, extremities.
False start. Number 71, offense. 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
Sometimes so do the players.
So that's Gennarelli, the right guard from Campton Hills, Illinois. A rare penalty for the Black Knights. 1st and 15. They now start the drive for their own 5. Bryson Daly barking out the plays in the true huddle. Sends the receiver out to the right side, Casey Reynolds. He's the one receiver in the formation. 3 backs in that backfield. 2 wings and 1 back standing at his goal line. Short goes in motion. Snap. Daly options down the line, keeps it, plows forward and gets that lean and gets back the penalty yardage and then some, moving up to the 12-yard line. He got 7 yards. Second down play and 8 coming up. And that's something, obviously, you go back to, both of us have called numerous Texas high school football games back in the day. Dive, quarterback pitch.
Right.
Daly, straw that stirs the drink on that option.
He is so strong. And his offensive linemen know how to get leverage. That's what's really important. You have to be able to get leverage in this triple option, that wing T offense that they generally run.
The Montana boy, Rendina, comes in as that one back, and the other one going in motion. Snap, drop back to pass again. He throws a bullet towards the sideline, caught by Short, and he gets bulldozed out of bounds by Sean Fresh. Senior from Austin coming off a career-high tackle game of 9.
Yes, sir.
And moves it up to the 18, so 5 yards pitch and catch. You don't like having your corners to make so many tackles like we saw in the game against those guys from across town, but Sean is so good and physical at making those plays.
Well, what that meant is the ball was getting to the 3rd level. That's what that meant, and you don't ever want that to happen.
7-0, Army leads, 3rd and 3 at their own 17. Exactly 9 minutes to go. Daly flashes aside behind his belt to show to Rendina, who stays in there as the one back, and they have the 2 wings. One receiver right off the line to the right, but a hand down. Snap. They bump into each other. He has a hole in the left side and just sneaks through. First down to 25. God. Now middle of the field. Lots of extra leverage with Rendina shifting in there to give him a few extra yards. 14 yards going off that left side. DJ Arkansas making his 5th tackle of the season.
I'm sorry. I'm surprised by that. You see a quarterback, 6 feet, 221. He's dragging defenders. I mean, just running right through them and dragging them. 3 defenders. Man, you got to do a better job of tackling if you're the right size defense.
All about that leverage, right, Nate?
All about the leverage.
About 7 minutes have expired in this opening frame. Army leads 7-0. Put the back in motion. Short snap and a fake to him pitching. They gave it to Rendina running left side, and he moves to the 35-yard line. 4 yards, just like that. And a 2nd down and 6 play coming up for the Black Knights.
And this is how Army just wears you down. But the Rice defense, once again, they played very good football, even in the 2 losses. They played very good football. And I say that because they have spent more time on the field than the offense has. You got to be able to rest your guys if you're the Rice Owls offense. You got to be able to rest those guys on defense.
Howard is the back next to Udo in the backfield now. They go out of the shotgun, which they did a lot more last year. 2 receivers either way. The snap, a handoff, yes, right side to Udo. It's a late give to him. And a big bump there on that Owls defense. Blake Bainish a little bit late leaving. Chike Anabogu there on that tackle. A loss of 3 yards, 3rd down and 9
that
for
was
Army.
Great play by the defense that time to get that loss. Got there, got leverage that time. You don't see that happen too often against the Army Black Knights.
Army 2 for 2 on third downs. They're 9th in the country, 57% on the season. Rendina comes in as the back. It's a pistol set with 3 wide receivers. They're opening him up here as Howard goes in motion. A snap, fake to the back, fakes option pitch to the left, running along the seam. A first down near the 40. No, he was just shy as Alway in there. Left foot, right foot spot. They're going to give it to him. A hometown spot for Uncle Sam's guys. A 9-yard option keeper there for Daly. Sleight of hand. He's like a point guard in the paint, faking that pitch, and you fall for any movement, it can cost you 5 yards.
Can't see the ball. That's part of the problem. Got to be able to see the ball. Got to be able to read what they're going to do, and that's a big part of the problem right there.
Stoppage comes.
Ruling on the field is that the runner made the line to gain. The previous play is under further review.
Well, that was close. It's one of the. They say there's no officials say, hey, there's no left foot, right foot. The spot's the spot, but you don't get measures anymore, really. But they're going to review the spot here and look at things. 6:09 of the first quarter with Nate Griffin. I'm J.P. Heath. 7-0 Army over Rice. So it would be third down and short if this is overturned. They have to see something if it's worthy of not making it a first down. So odds are that'll be a first down.
It's very, very close, and I think that's going to go
fourth down
as a first down. Otherwise, that was on third down opportunity. So we'll see if he got the first down or not. And the line of game was the 41.
It was right at it. I know that's not right at your yard line, Jason, but I didn't think that was the best of spots there.
I'm just getting a kick out of the public address announcer and the music man playing the Beatles' Let It Be here. You've got the cadets singing along, too, especially on the chorus, wanting this to remain a first down.
I was wondering, I was racking the brain, but I'm glad you connected the dots there. That does make sense. Yeah, if it says it's the 41, now I'm looking down that toe of the official, I guess that's the center judge that marks it now, right by the football near the 41. But the question is if they spotted it actually at the right spot here. Hey, how's the future of Rice Athletics is here. Check out opportunities to support your favorite team or athlete through the South Main Collective, which supports and elevates NIL opportunities for all Rice Owls. You can be the difference today by visiting southmaincollective.com. And we get into Uncle JP's rants, Uncle Saturday
JP.
Fall afternoon on the porch.
Yeah.
You look at it, you see it. Any sport. Can I be commissioner of all sports
go
for
ahead,
a day?
Please.
Czar.
Please, go right ahead.
You get replay. Okay, bam, it's done. Can we all agree? But
sometimes you're going to get the hometown spot. We like the hometown spot, don't we?
When we're in Houston.
Yes. I say we.
After further review, the runner was short of the line to gain.
Well, we tell you.
The 4.5-yard line at the 40.5-yard line.
Now,
which we knew they were going to go for it anyway.
Look, that's what they do on fourth down, right? They go for it anyway. We're the military. We're the Army cadets. We're going to go for it. That's in some cases just smart football when you're running the triple option. But the Rice Owls have to come up with a play. Can they stop it?
Now, they've had 2 games. Rice has had 3. They're number 1 in the nation, 3 for 3 on fourth down opportunities. And this is less than half a yard there as Daly assembles his cadets. And you got Rendina as the guy a couple yards behind him in that running back spot. 2 wings. One of those is Reed. You can't have movement here. 7-0 under the 6-minute mark first quarter. Snap, option left side, plowing ahead. First down and then some 45, turning ahead. And Gabe Taylor has to wrestle him down near midfield. Call him at the 48. 8 yards on that keeper for the West Texas strong Bryson Daly from Abernathy, Texas.
Yeah, he's extremely strong, and you saw what they did. They ran to the left side of the offensive line. You have to be so gap sound to play against this team. You almost have to get 2 or 3 guys to a gap, but if you do that, you stand a chance of leaving a gap open and they go 60 on you, so you have to be really, really careful.
Udo checks in for Rendina, and they have a receiver to the far way, Fortner. 7-0, Army leads to the 5-10 mark. Wings either way, right to left. Here's the snap. Daly gives it to the up back Udo, and he slides his way left side. And a Parliament of Owls converge at the 45, but that's 7 yards upfield. Ahoya getting a helmet in there. A couple other teammates joined in. Larby and Morris, the backup D tackles, had come in. Blake Banish telling me during the week he was on the coaches show. He was at the podium, your pregame guest. He took the Brant Banks Award for the doing the triumvirate of interviews during the week. But Blake was saying, hey, this is a defensive lineman's game. Like, they can rack up a lot of tackles, but key is, where are those tackles going to be? On a 2nd down and 3, they go shotgun here with the back Stewart in motion. Shotgun snap. Daly will keep it right side. 40 gets popped, moving downfield. Ahoya, the tackle after the first down surge inside the 35. The ball lunging for, but they say he was actually down for a 10-yard gain to the 35-yard line.
It's a defensive lineman's game, but you also have to understand you have to make several substitutions throughout the game. That's critical. That's critical, especially when you're playing against a team that runs the football like Army. You have to be able, and 3rd down conversions, you got to be able to stop them.
Poloski's checked in at tight end for them. Play number 10 coming up for Army. 1st down to 35. This drive started back their own 5-yard line. Under the 4-minute mark, 7-0 in favor of the Black Knights. A snap. Daly gives it to Rendina. He runs behind his interior lineman and is down at the 33. But again, 2 yards there. And 11th play of the drive coming up. 2nd down and 8. Blake Banish had come in that last series. So did Isaiah Floyd.
You know, JP, it's not so much that they get the big yards on you. It's the yards after tackle, that they get. They just drag you. And so how do you tackle these guys in this formation? Triple option, wing T, which is what they're lined up in right now.
Rendina, the back from Kalispell, Montana. I've been to Montana. I don't know where Kalispell is. 2nd and 8 to 33 in Rice territory. The snap. Daly, drop back, pump fakes over the middle, wrapped up, tosses the ball as he's getting sacked to a back. Stewart, who runs around the right end, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but that was poised to be a 5-yard loss, but they make a 2-yard gain out of that. Now it's back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain. And Blake Banish getting tended to by the Owls trainers reaching for his arm. I talked to Grandma and Grandpa before the game. Army run by Miles Stewart. And you hate to see that, Nate.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. Not Blake Banish. I mean, he's your big run stopper in the middle. But somehow as he was on the tackle, and he might have gotten hit by one of his own players. So we'll see exactly what happened there.
We'll get an update from Jason here. Yeah, Jason will give us an eye on things down low. In this case, an ear on things. 7-0. Army leads Rice. Play number 12 of their drive coming up after this. 2:41 of the first. It's Rice football from their field.
Okay, I'm not usually one to exaggerate, but you need to drop everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
2:41, first quarter. Army leading Rice 7-0. IBEW Local Union 716 is our game sponsor tonight. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers represents any and all electricians in the Houston Gulf Coast area. IBEW Local 716 lighting up Rice University and Houston for over 100 years. Speaking of lighting it up, let's go down to our steadfast sideline reporter. He is the one and only Jason Metco.
Very kind of you, Nathaniel. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Update on Blake Banish. He is in the tent being evaluated for a left arm injury, JP.
Jason, quick follow-up. I know we've described it already, but fans truly don't know the slim amount of real estate you're dealing with down
Yes,
there.
it's like we said earlier, in case you're just joining us, about 8 to 9 yards in depth because they are building, let's see, that way's north, so this would be the east side of the stadium for future use. I think they said this was a 2-year project, so hopefully next time we come here, we'll have more room to hang out with our friends down here, JP.
Yeah, we don't have a scheduled trip back here. Do host Army next year, but we're going to Navy next year, hosting Navy this year. All right, 3rd and 8 after that injury timeout. Back to pass, looking right, throwing right, caught by the receiver coming from the right side, Reynolds. Tackled by Fresh near that sideline at the 14. Just like that. 3rd down and long. It goes to a 14-yard gain. Call it 15 there on that sideline. Only Reynolds' 3rd catch. But when he catches them, they're big.
Well, we're going to keep count of how many times they actually throw the ball today. They've thrown the ball twice. Okay, twice today. And check that 3 times. They throw it 3 times today. They threw for 3, 67 yards.
Shotgun now is Daly. Near the 2-minute mark. Snap. Daly runs to his right, gallops, and clangs in off a teammate, and then a defender. He pinballs down to the 11-yard line. So 8 yards just like that. Rice defense, pick a number. They've been trying to go through their rotation. That was our guy, Pops, Michael Daly, junior from Alpine, Utah, making that tackle.
And you see what we're talking about, possession, time of possession. Time of possession right now is a lot.
A lot to a little.
A lot to a little.
90 seconds, first quarter. This is almost a 9-minute drive. It started at their own 5-yard line. Daly has got the back read behind him in motion. Snaps. They show it to Rendina, and he has popped in the shoulder pads, but then falls forward to get near the first down at the 9. Davion Hook pulling out some Cibolo Steel justice there. But again, a left foot, right foot. Did he get that first down? Short limping off to this near way.
And this is what happens to your defense. When they're on the field too long, they have been on the field for a while. Again, this drive, over 9 minutes and 15th play of the drive.
3rd down and less than 1 inside the final minute of this first quarter. Army looking to go have 2 scores here. They're the 9th best team on 3rd downs in the nation. Tops in the league. Snap and a quick dive over the middle of that line and a first down for Daly. They keep the drive moving. Daly played for his dad, Daryl Abernathy, for the Antelopes. His dad, Daly, for the Abernathy Antelopes. They're in West Texas, just outside of Lubbock there on the South Plains. So he's a strong West Texas kid. Comes from good stock.
Yeah, Strong isn't the greatest. I tell you what, let's go Strong plus, because this guy definitely gets it done there.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter. 0-0 here in West Point. All Army so far 7-0. Looking to tack on to more. Stay tuned. Second quarter coming up. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer for those who don't follow trends but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery with only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories. This is a premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. So don't just raise a glass, raise a flight by Yingling, official beer partner of Rice Athletics and now available everywhere in Texas. The Yingling Company, Fort Worth, Texas. Please enjoy responsibly.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new design 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
It's going to be a hip leverage game. You know, those guys come off low and square. We got to play square. I mean, we're going to be taking on certain blocks. We got to take on blocks every snap for 60 minutes to slow it down. You know, you got three elements, right? You got dive, quarterback, and pitch. And then off that, you got pass. So you got four elements. And they've thrown the ball, I think Mike said 14, but I think it's like 12 times. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, when it's like pass, man, it's going to be like deja vu. I mean, it's going to be like, oh, snap. Well, yeah, just transition and go.
That's Cedric Calhoun, joined us on the Mike Bloomgren Show at Meet Casino Monday night, talking about the key on his defensive line unit in a game like this, about getting that hip leverage and rotating guys in and out. Fresh 15 on the clock. 7-0 Army with a very long drive. What's his play? 16.
This is
a drive coming up with Walter Donaldson up high, Talik Pratt back at the studio, and we have Jason Metco on the sideline, and really appreciate Austin Pert for helping us on the spot. I am JP Heath and Nate Griffin, kind of a combo. Thoughts on the first quarter, and wanted that sounder because of what Coach said. That was the big key coming in. How do you handle the Army running game? Well, so far, we'll go over the stats in a second, but Army is dominating things because of that ground game and the big passes.
They really are, and it's 21 plays. Actually, it's going to be the 21st play coming up when Army takes the field versus 6. So that kind of tells you, so far, Rice has not handled the run game very well. But, again, you have to be able to maintain the ball on offense. You have to be able to maintain the ball on offense if you want some things to happen. Get the defense off the field. Right now, we haven't been able to do that.
Yeah, this drive started. You listening? You sitting down? This drive started at the 10-12 mark of this opening quarter. Now we're starting the second. So Rice only had that one drive to speak of. This is just Army's second drive. Jason Metco has an update on Blake Maynard.
Good news, fellas. He's back out for this next play.
Good.
Didn't need it. You got to have it. So they go all the way to the other end of the field here to our right.
He took a pop on the arm. That's what happened to Banish when he was trying to make that tackle from his own teammate.
You see Morris in there on the interior as well. All right, Daly starting the second quarter out of the shotgun. All four receivers to the left in the formation. Now they motion one of those. Here Reed, snap, runs right side, got popped down inside the 10-yard line. Myron Morrison and Davion Hook coming up to play the run nicely there. No gain, but still second down and goal coming up officially. Right in between the 7 and the 8-yard line.
Nice job of Blake Banish to make a quick adjustment, to pop in the gap. Exactly where quarterback Bryson Daly was trying to run the football there.
Wing left is Samari Howard from Temple, Texas, a Wildcat. Rendina is the back. Here's the snap. A run right side. He didn't get popped to the 2, and he drives a pile into the end zone. Daly gets his third rushing touchdown of the season. 8 yards out, and all Army early on, 13-0.
Yeah, it's got to be frustrating for the defense, not being able to get a stop here on that Army offense and what they do in running the football. Not only do they trick you, with the triple option, they run over you as well.
Can I already tell you I'm tired of the cannons, but I don't know if my opinion would matter as much as Jason Metco down there, a mere feet away from him. Granati coming on for the PAT. Again, they got two guys handling the kickoffs and the placements. Granati 11 of 11 now in his PATs on the year after booting that one in. 14-0, Army leads Rice. Timeout on the field. 14-20, the second quarter. Back after this, it's Rice football from their field.
Whether running a marathon or walking your dog, every movement matters. But when you're in pain, simple activities can feel unbearable. At Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our specialists can help you heal faster using the latest technology, minimally invasive procedures, and advanced physical therapy. As the top-ranked hospital in Texas, we have the expertise to keep you moving and help you get back to doing the things you love. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
14:20 of the second quarter. Army just took the lead a second time, 14-0 on a 17-play drive for 95 yards.
Say what?
Yeah, 17-play drive for 95 yards. They ate up the clock. 10:52. That was almost the entire quarter. 10 minutes and 52 seconds. An 8-yard run by Daly. So they beat you up. They take up all the clock. And then they run over you in the end into the end zone.
They take your girlfriend.
They
got the lunch money. They got the girlfriend.
The car.
They got the grades.
The keys. And then bring you the car and tell you to walk a mile to go get it.
Yeah.
That's what just happened.
It make you like.
Okay. Yeah. And there's nothing you can do about it until you put points on the board. You got to get tired of this.
Army in total offense leads Rice 165-24. And that is just that one Rice drive. Rice hasn't had the ball since, what do we say, around the 10-12, 10-30 mark of that opening quarter of action. I want to remind us, and everybody out there, join us at Meet Casino in River Oaks, the Mike Bloomgren Show every Monday during a game week. Coach and I recap this one, preview the next opponent. Coach loves his cocina changa. Had the fajitas this past Monday. Brisket tacos good as well. Meet Casino in River Oaks, 4410 Westheimer. Home of the Mike Bloomgren Show, 7 to 8 each Monday of a game week this season. Watch it on the Owls social media pages. Listen on the Owls Game Day app, the Varsity Network app, and riceowls.com. Massive, can I say massive drive coming up for this Owls offense.
Yeah, this is a very, very huge drive. Offense needs to find a way to stay on the field. If you have to resort to trick plays, resort to trick plays. But find a way to stay on the field. You've got to protect your defense. You've got to find a way.
Bring the kickoff. Jackson looks deep, and they have West Point painted in the end zone to our right. And it's Jackson has that fair catch, and they'll bring it out. Coming to the 25-yard line. Right to left. These Rice Owls coming as we see it here in the second quarter of action. E.J. Warner, 62% passer on the year. Just short of 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 picks coming in. He was the 7th different starting quarterback for Rice the last 9 seasons when he started week 1. He's starting out of the shotgun with Dean Connors to his left. Got Sykes in there, the one receiver out to the left. Owls go. They tight end right, they wing left. They snap, they hand to Connors, runs left side and gets bumped and hit. Maybe a yard on the play. First contact came from the nose. Cody Harris Miller, a sophomore from Middletown, Delaware.
Not fooling anybody. The Rice Owls are trying to get leverage up front, not getting it, and Army's there to receive Dean Connors. So got to find a way. They only got a yard on that first play.
Second down and 9. Jacob Tuioti comes in on that Army defensive line. Gun Warner. Ball to their own 26. In motion is Dickman. Shotgun snap. Warner shows it to Connors. Runs right side. Big hole 30. 35. First down. As he leads into Casey Larkin, the strong safety. DiDomenico helping out as well up to the 38-yard line. 12-yard run for Dean Connors.
Nice cross block there to get a D lineman and a linebacker out of the way for Dean Connors. If he can get just a slither of space, he'll be able to get it up the field. Nice run.
Walker and Dickman to the right. DeShontes Gray checking on that defensive line. They rotate a lot of defensive linemen. Connors moves from the right to the left as Warner audibles. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Rice down big, 14-0. Quick pass over the middle. It's high, incomplete at the 50. Trying to get it to the tight end Mahoro. They had DiDomenico, the free safety, back there. Got a big club on his right hand. A cast with that black tape. Second and 10 to 38.
That pass was just a little hot. And unfortunately not able to get it. But I tell you what, I like the idea of being able to get the ball down the field if you can. Really, really critical here.
Yeah, Warner saw a matchup he liked. Second and 10 play. And in Thomas, Liberty Hill kid in there at that linebacking spot. And a whistle comes. But I think they're just moving the football up about half a yard. Center judge moves it up. And now they're raring to go. Second down and 10. How it got moved in the first place, I guess they had to play. 13:06. Here's the snap. Warner throws it out right side. Caught by Connors. A good block picked up there by Mahoro on the right side. But Connors moves up the sideline and out of bounds near the 41. They're saying he reached out to the 44. Justin Weaver, they're on That secondary makes that tackle for a 6-yard throw and catch, but manageable 3rd down and 4. These are the situations Coach Bloomgren has said, hey, we've got to capitalize on after the rough last week, 2 for 14 on the money now.
No question. They really have to capitalize, especially right here. Keep your defense off the field if you can. That's what's important right now.
Tuioti comes in on the D-line. They're 0 for 1 on 3rd downs. Fordner moves in the linebacking core. Snap back to Warner. Nothing there. Decides to run for it. The 35 puts the head down and gets stopped short of the chains. Around the 47. He got bumped, and then that last little half second didn't really decide quickly, but Fordner picked him up after a 3-yard gain. And what's this spot here? It should be closer to the chains there. And they will go for it.
55 is now number 95 on offense.
Yep.
Owls bringing in the jumbo package as Natani Fahoku, the extra linebacker, extra blocker there, coming in. Owls go short yardage. Warner motioning a change here. 4th down, less than a yard to 47. Rice down 14-0. Massive 4th down conversion attempt. They'll need a full yard snap. Hand to Connors. Leaps over the pile. It's close. It's close to the 48 at a full yard to go as Fordner's there, puts the helmet on him.
I don't necessarily think he needed to have left his feet.
They got it for him.
But they got it.
Didn't get it by much, but they got it.
Well, that's what's most important. Get the 1st down so you can continue to take some time off that clock and rest your defense and possibly get a score.
Hey, I'll take the score too.
Yes, sir.
Atkins comes in for the first time, youngster from Spring. Here's the snap, a handoff to Taji. Big hole left side, bumps into a lineman, and that slows him down a bit. But he slithers his way into Army territory to the 49. Got about 3. Casey Larkin, the credit, but I think he hit the backside of either Kropp or Lindbergh in there. 2nd down and 7 coming up in Army territory.
Well, the defense did their job. You know, if they get in the way of an offensive lineman and the back runs into the back of that offensive lineman, they've done their job.
So Gray comes in on that D-line again. 2nd down. Receiver either way, back on either side of Warner. Snap, a give on end around to Jackson. He's going to throw it back right. Caught by Gruen, the tight end. 45-40, 1st down, down the sideline, inside the 30. Takes a big somersault, and a gain to the 28-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
Miller chases him down, 21-yard gain to the 28.
That's what I'm talking about. If your offense has been doing nothing, I mean, absolutely nothing with the talent you have, you got to go with some trick plays. Have no issue with the trick play. You got to fool the team every now and then. You just want to get a big gain, though, or try to get 6 if you're going to run that one trick play.
Al's biggest gain of the game there. Snap, Warner looking left where there are 2 receivers. Throws over the middle, caught by Sykes, the 15. Turns it back, got stopped and held up a little by Dita Minico. He still wrestles and gets the 1st down. Down to the 13-yard line. 15 yards over the middle. Warner trying to get his groove here.
Other than the game versus Texas Southern, that is probably the best pass and catch we've seen from E.J. Warner and Sykes since a minute.
9:28 2nd quarter. Army leads 14-0 here. Al's best drive, but only their 2nd drive. 10th play of the drive. 3 receivers sent. Dickman goes in motion. Connors the back. Al's driving to our left near the cadets. The snap, give to Connors. On the draw, he gets hit at the line and lunges forward. No gain as Andon Thomas, here's how he did it in Liberty Hill, Texas, brings him down. No gain. 2nd and 10 to 13.
Yeah, finally, you got some life in this Rice Owls offense. Now, the most important thing, you're down inside of your 15-yard line. Now you've got, Army's 15-yard line, rather. Now you've got to find a play because this red zone is constricted. What are you going to do now?
All right, here's Kobe Campbell getting in motion left side.
I like that.
Warner telling him where to go. Puts him up in the slot right behind Sykes. Play clock marching down here. Here's the snap, Warner. Pass play looking right. Throws in traffic off the hands of Connors. Incomplete at the 7. That was a hot rocket here. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 13.
Yeah, he had that. That ball kind of sailed on him on the quick slant. You saw Connors basically looking like he was coming from the slot position and running a quick slant far side. And so that ball was a little hot. You get it down a little bit, that could possibly have been a touchdown.
Rice 0 for 2 on 3rd downs. Warner the gun. Francisco, the back next to him. He was a star on the podium this week. Shotgun snap, Warner looking left, throws to Dickman, the 15. Breaks one tackle, but then the cavalry comes, so to speak. Some extra cadets coming to help out. As the tackle, Jarena, loss of actually a yard on the play. It initially looked like he could turn it inside, but nothing there. The drive might stall a bit here. 4th down and 11. Imagine they kick it. Yes, indeed, Goda comes on.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It gets constricted in the red zone. What plays do you have now? They had plays answering Army between the 20s.
Here's Goda looking for the field goal here. Enoch, movement comes. And this will be procedure against Rice, I imagine.
Snap infraction. Number 48, offense. 5-yard penalty. It's 4th down.
42-47. Goda 2 of 2 on the year, long of 44. So this will be 37 left hash out of the hold of Keeney. Deep snap, Wyatt Freeman. That was not ideal, Nate. Would not have put that on the list.
No, you go to 47.
37.
37 is a little different.
So near the halfway mark of this second quarter, Rice trying to break the seal on their side of the scoreboard. Deep snap, hold are good, blocked. Oh. It's picked up and then dropped inside the 20. Army looking to return it. 25, 30. Casey Larkin moving up near midfield, and he's tackled there. Larkin did not block it, but he picked it up. And now there's an Owl down. Goes from bad to worse. Ethan Onianwa down on the Owls field. Now he pops back up.
Yeah, that's not good.
7:29, second quarter, timeout on the field. We will regroup. Army 14, Rice nothing. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University is the preferred choice, whether cheering on Coach Bloomgren and the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week. Just minutes from Rice Village and only 3 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. When you're hungry, stop by the bistro for either breakfast or evening options. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and unwind with your favorite beverage. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation, and be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I'm starting off and respect those guys for what they're doing and what they're going to do for our country. But, I mean, to me, it's just another damn football team. I mean, go back to Neville days, we played a couple of the triple option wing T teams, and those are my favorite because, you know, I could just be big, stand there, and get some knockback and get a bunch of tackles. So, like Coach Bloom said, we're going to have to throw a lot of punches, and you can ask him. I like throwing punches, but this is metaphorically speaking. But we're going to have to go out there and put on a good game and, you know, and just cause havoc up front. So I'm real excited.
Well, Blake's going to need some of those punches now as Army leads 14-0 in the Rice defense going back out there after Owls had a promising drive. It ended a tough third down play. They couldn't get that yardage needed to set up a promising fourth down. And then a field goal was blocked, and the return was up to near midfield. Jason Metco, an injury update on the right sideline.
Yeah, guys, I told you off mic that Ethan Onianwa looked all right, but he has now been taken to the tent for further evaluation.
Should it come on the Owls' next offensive series, that would move Brad Bauer up. So, Nate, keep asking this Owls defense to come up. They've got to stop this Army offense in some way. Turnover, stop on downs, something quick.
Well, it's kind of like you heard Bloomgren talk about Rice can't continue to beat Rice.
Here is Daly starting the drive officially at the 43. As they said, his knee was down on that return. Back either way. Man in motion is Stewart, and a handoff went up the middle. A gain of 3. The 46-yard line. Larby brings down Rendina. Jason, you know where Kalispell, Montana is? You have your northern geography now.
You know, I heard you say you have been to Big Sky Country. I have not been to Montana myself.
Yeah, I've snuck inside. Don't remember much. I was like 2 years old. Does that count if you go to a state when you're like 2?
Yes.
Presuming you remember it, yes.
I don't. But I still don't know where Kalispell is. Stewart checks in. I do know where New Orleans is. We'll be there in a few weeks. That's where he's from. 2nd and 7 at their own 46. 6:50 to go. Snap out of the shotgun. Hey, keeper. Sorry, they deked me on this near end around to short. But it was Daly, a keeper, left side, and he got into Al's territory, the 47-yard line. 7 more yards. Larby going back to bring him down after that 7-yard run.
Pretty amazing. Right now, you know, I think we both got deked on that option just a moment ago, and certainly Army's very good at doing it.
They have deked a lot of folks with that style. Parker Pulaski, the tight end from Boca Raton. He was back home a couple weeks ago when they got by FAU 24-7. 3 backs right behind Daly. Snaps and pitches it right side. Option toss, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Right sideline, little hip swivel by Short to dodge a defender down to the 24. Eventually, that tackle made by Fabian Marks, the Owls' secondary, 23 yards, the right side.
There's a lot of yards that time, JP, and it's very unfortunate right now on the pitch. That's the other thing you have to be aware of. The pitches, the tosses, they can do all those things. And Rice Owls, again, if you can't read it, it's going to be a long game.
Nearing 150 rushing yards in this first half so far for Army. They lead 14-0, just over 5 minutes. Daly under center, puts the back in motion, hands to Udo, and he will go left guard. And around the 20-yard line. But even on their short plays, they get 4 yards, and that's what they design. They execute exactly how they design plays. 2nd down at 6.
Yeah, no question about that. They also do a good job, as we've been telling you, they do a good job of maintaining the ball. 15-26. Time of possession.
Sounds good
for Army so far.
Alway checks out of that linebacking core for Rice. They bring in Blaze Tita, Houston product, transfer from Lamar and Kilgore JC. Rendine to the back behind Daly. 2 wings either way. Snap, 3-step drop back, slant, right side caught at the 13-yard line, moving inside the 10, and the receiver Reynolds brought down by Hook. 11 yards. Pitch, test, toss Saturday afternoon at the old ball yard. And it's actually Fortner, not Reynolds, on that reception.
These guys are so tough. And once they catch the ball, they're going to get a yard or 2 after the catch. Doesn't matter how many defenders are there. They run the ball. They're going to try to run over you. We saw earlier where you saw the quarterback dragging. Bryson Daly dragging 2 to 3 defenders.
Daly now 4 for 4 in this game for the Black Knights. He is under center. He's got 1 back, Stewart to his right. Here's the snap, runs it right side, inside to the 5, turns around clockwise and takes a backwards plunge after making it was a 1st and goal play from the 9. So he's down to the 3-yard line. Around that right, he goes for 6 on that play. 2nd down and goal at the 3.
Yeah, you look at the number of plays, and of course, Army right now, they've run quite a few plays. I'm seeing 27. I'm not sure if that's right, but a number of plays. 28th play coming up.
See, you're close.
Yeah.
You're in the 3-minute mark, 2nd and goal at the 3. Daly comes out of the huddle, back Udo behind him. 1 receiver is Fortner to the right. Here's the snap, runs right, bumps into alignment, doesn't matter, moves left and gets stood up. Alway, Morrison on the goal line, stopping him. Got down to the 1-ish yard line, knocking on the door of that end zone to our right.
That was very good defensive play that time. You can see Strong right there and stacked on the right side of that offensive line, near side here, and you can see they wanted to go right, but obviously, you found Daly. Daly wanted to reverse course, try to go the other way. Defenders were there.
For what it's worth, Rice gets the football to start the second half. Short moves out of the backfield. Receiver to the left. Back is Udo. Bailey under center. Stewart goes in motion. Snap. Runs left. Got stopped.
Fourth down.
That'll be 4th and goal at the 2. They push that pile back a little. Loss of 1 on that play, I think. And
this is the 2-minute timeout.
So, big one coming up for the Owls on defense. 14-0, 4th and 2 when we come back. Army leads Rice 14-zip. This is Rice football from Learfield.
Behind every door at Houston Methodist, you know what to expect. Expertise. Whether it's life-saving brain surgery, your 3D mammogram that catches breast cancer sooner, or orthopedic specialists helping you feel stronger than ever. With hundreds of doors across Houston, you can get expert care everywhere.
That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
Big 4th down play coming for the Owls defense. Hey, when life gets real, start at Kohl's, where we've lowered prices on thousands of items that your family needs for whatever life brings. Kohl's, where families come first. On this last full day of summer, Jason Metco, it certainly doesn't feel like it. I like to order up a lot of 70-degree start times. Don't know what we have against Charlotte, but this is mighty fine, isn't it?
I got to tell you, man, I love the 21st day and the 21st night of September as they're playing September by Earth, Wind, and Fire here. The music people have really got it on point today. And the discipline factor clearly with the home team today, fellas. They are a well-oiled, methodical machine, this Army bunch. Got to find a way to stop them on 4th and goal here.
4th down, and we're saying a long 2, almost a 4th and goal. Yeah, just close to where they have the 2-point mark there in the middle of the field, the 2-point conversion try. But now, Rendine to the back, 4th down and goal from the 2. They have not had an unsuccessful 4th down conversion attempt on the season. They're leading 14-0.
It's always the first time.
And for the record, 4 tries on the season, but still they are methodical on offense. High snap, runs left, plunges into the end zone. Not the Air Force, it's the Army, but he flies into the end zone. And Army with the huge lead in the waning moments of the first half, 20-0.
Wow, that was just too easy. I mean, the last play looked like they were talking about the defense, looked like they had a chance to stop him. That hole was so wide open, he just decided to jump, and he did it in style. Did it in deep Carter style, to be quite honest with you.
2-yard rush by Daly. Came in with 2 rushing touchdowns, has 2 in this first half. And Granodi coming on for the PAT. He's from Crestview Hills, Kentucky. Never been there, but I'm sure it's nice this time of year.
Absolutely.
Here's the deep snap. It's held by Rhodes and put up and through. He is 3 for 3 on the day, meaning Granodi. And we have another timeout on the field. 1:56 of the second. So much ground game by Army. They haven't had time for those timeouts. We'll be back. Army 21 and Rice nothing. Owls ball will be continued. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University is the preferred choice, whether cheering on Coach Bloomgren and the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week. Just minutes from Rice Village and only 3 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. When you're hungry, stop by the bistro for either breakfast or evening options. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and unwind with your favorite beverage. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation and be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Well, 1:56 remaining in the second quarter, and right now Army is leading the Rice Owls 21-0 on a 9-play, 57-yard drive. That took 5 minutes and 33 seconds off the clock. 2-yard run by the quarterback, Bryson Daly. So you have a 21-0 lead. Hey, Owls fans, we're thrilled to welcome a fantastic new partner, Documation. Proudly serving Texas for over 30 years. Whether it's IT, print, automation, or software managed services, they deliver cutting-edge solutions that help businesses and organizations just like ours take flight. And now they're official partners of Rice Athletics. We're not just aiming for victory on the field, we're leading the way with our technology too. Let's show them some love, Owls. Go Rice.
Thank you, Nate. Stay tuned. Coming up on our halftime extravaganza, we will have a replay, highlights of our Mike Bloomgren show. We'll have words from my guy Cedric Calhoun and Michael Daly tell us about life at Rice. The proud new Papa became a dad in towards the end of summer camp. He is quite the guy, got a good head on his shoulder. And you can go back and listen/watch, however you so choose, on all of our audio channels. And we also put them out there on the Rice Owls Insider podcast. That's great evergreen content if you ever want to hear those shows. But we also have scores and stats. And Bob and I might just spend the whole halftime show talking about the Wayne Graham funeral that we went to over the week. Definitely a lot of stories coming out of that as the kick comes from Britton. It's actually returned at the 2, across the 15, the 20. Big leaping somersault backwards. Jackson getting up around the 28-yard line. Nice special teams trip up after the 26-yard return there. He went flying.
He did go flying. But I like the return, and I like the idea of bringing it out of the end zone. Normally they just take the kick, but I like the idea of actually bringing it out of the end zone.
Make something happen, right?
Yes, sir.
Colin Madison on the special teams tackle. Goes out to the 29-yard line. Warner out of the gun, minute 51. Imagine the 2-minute offense here. Rice can try to double up, get back in this game. Back to pass. Warner floats it deep left side. Caught by Sykes and then popped up in the air near the sideline, out of bounds. No, they said he got it at midfield. Interception by Army. This one no doubt will be looked at as Andon Thomas, their stud linebacker,
going on the field with an interception.
Made that pick.
First down, Army.
Well, here's the deal. So E.J. Warner back to pass, and he throws a pass that's high for his receiver, and it's basically an out route near the sideline. You got underneath and over the top coverage, and the ball gets tipped. And when it gets tipped up and in position for an interception. That's exactly what happens.
Even on the replay, do you see they got the feet in?
Yeah.
He got him. Okay.
I think so.
And they haven't announced that they're looking at it.
But they really need to take, I think in this timeout, they need to take a look at it to see if it's legit.
Yeah, I thought they would, I assume. Yeah, they're not looking at it. Yeah, it is a turnover. We get an eye on who. We got a great monitor in the booth, but we don't have the direct look at that replay. But Thomas is in the great. That's their first interception as a team this year for Army. But the guy that hit that ball loose from Sykes, who you're right, he did a good job going high to get his hands on it, but it was just a scotch up.
That ball was just a little too high for the receiver.
All right, now, from bad to worse, they get the ball back in midfield, left to right, leading 21-0. And they've been able to move the football with ease today. Here's a snap Daly, 3-step drop, looking right, hit as he throws, right side, high, incomplete inside the 30. Sean Fresh covering up the receiver short of that long touchdown reception to get things going. 1:38, clock stop. Army, all 3 timeouts remaining.
when EJ's passes are on the money, they're really on the money. But when they sail, they really sail. It's either one or the other.
First incomplete pass for Daly. He came in just a 4 of 10 passer on the season. Stewart, the back, checks in. He had 4 completions on the year, has 4 today. Here's the 2nd and 10 at midfield. Back to pass, but then he just runs it up the middle. Draw play inside the 45. 8 yards, 3rd down and 2. Is that seeing one read, or is that a design run coming out of there?
That's Reed, the linebacker. See where he is. That's why that hole is so wide open. If he's not there, run.
1:16, clock moving. 21-0 Army in a 3rd down and 2 play. Daly got the back Udo behind him. No receivers. Here's the snap. Quads right side. Gets a block. Falls forward inside the 40-yard line. And now we have a stoppage, I believe. This is the 103 mark. Morrison that last tackle. But that was just to move the chains. Remember, before last year, you can stop the clock inside the 2-minute mark, and now they move them again. Now they get up to the huddle. Their version of a hurry up. 1 back and 2 wings. 2-step drop. Looking left, throws left, hot. Moves past La Jolla 30, down the sideline. 25, the 20. La Jolla brings down the receiver.
It's good recovery on the tackle.
The tight end crossing.
La Jolla doesn't make that tackle, that's 6 points.
Yeah, check that. Not 85, it was 8 Reed. There are a few stories up here. Not an excuse, but it could be a reason. 1st and 10, 43 seconds, clock stop. Ball at the Rice 21-yard line.
It's just isn't what you wanted to see coming out, especially in regards to, your defense. You didn't want to see your defense on the field this long.
Udo the back. No receivers. Snap. Counter turn. Play action. Rolling right. Throwing back over the middle. High, incomplete at the goal line. Looking for Reed. Taylor in coverage there. So turns it to a 2nd down and 10 play.
Well, thanks for the pressure from the defense that time to actually throw Rice and Daly off his rhythm there just a little bit.
Can I make an obvious statement?
Yes.
Famous for, they're throwing a lot more than I thought today.
That's 8 passes so far?
Yeah. Had 10, 12 on the season coming in?
Yes.
2nd and 10 at the 21. Daly under center, left hash. 37 seconds left, 2nd quarter here at West Point. Snap, looks left, runs right, takes a hop, skip, and jumps inside to the 17-yard line. Davion Hook after that 4-yard run.
First charge timeout. Army.
33 seconds left and a 3rd down and 6. But they're in that field goal range here for Mr. Granati.
Yeah, so they'll take a few more chances. I mean, it's 21-0 now. Possible field goal opportunity for them. 3rd and 11. They get it, they don't, they kick the field goal. But yeah, they can take a few chances.
I have an update. Kalispell, Montana is near the Canadian border.
That's why you didn't know where it was.
Yeah. Been to Canada a few times, but
you betcha. You want to say that again?
How much you need there, eh?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Metco, you have more North Dakota living experience than I do.
Oh, I do, living up there in the cold weather up there where it's 40 below in January. I tell you, no time to do football or golf or nothing, JP.
But the Montana accent's a little softer than the hard dialect of North Dakota.
Yes,
and the
North
harder
Dakota
at Minnesota.
And Minnesota nice. That's what they say the accent represents. And I will say, from living in North Dakota, Fargo, the movie is not an accurate portrayal of life in Minnesota.
Yeah,
correct.
You sound a little bit like a TV cowboy when you're hey. Yeah, I heard the end of that sentence there, Metco.
Oh, the A's that they say?
Yeah.
Oh, like this is a nice day, eh? That sounds like a cowboy?
Not exactly, not that.
Right.
But it was something else that you
Jason,
had
this is
something
just
in
you
your
and me
voice.
talking. These,
I know. Yeah.
Hey,
these
man, listen.
Southern guys with their
Hey, listen.
California.
Southern, Western.
in Mississippi
whatever you
ways.
want to say, however you want to
But
call it.
You lived in Texas longer than any place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have.
Yes.
You know, but we could get Mississippi anytime you really want to do that.
Let's hear some Mississippi.
We try not to. Let's see. I ain't going to the store today. Okay? I mean, versus California, I'm not going anywhere near the store today. So
Very true.
we can give it to you, any way you want it.
I hope we didn't have to take that time out, studio, because we blew right through that with our accent talk.
We did have to take the time out.
I don't think so. Hey.
Well, Eastern, Western, whatever you are, Texas guy.
All right, here you go. 3rd down and 5 at the 17-yard line. 33 ticks on this clock. They still have 1 timeout remaining. And a clap, shotgun snap, comes back to Daly. Looks left, throws left, end zone. Touchdown. Reynolds turned his defender around in the washing machine and turned back left and caught that for a touchdown.
They called a timeout to talk about running or throwing, running a pass play there. That's why they took the timeout.
They designed it to perfection. Daly. They got by Davion Hook on that backside. He had a career-high 6 tackles at U of H. They got twisted around on that back end, and it's all Army and then some now.
Second time they picked on Davion Hook today.
And don't you know, they designed it that way as the point after try is booted up and in. 28-0 Black Knights over Army, so getting at this question.
Black Knights over Army?
Or over Rice, you know.
I just want to make sure.
Hey, 5 hours sleep, man. Come on.
What time did you have to get up this morning?
I need you on my side here.
Yeah, you do.
Can I tell you that it was 3:40 Central?
That's the time you woke up?
Yeah, not like the talent, as Ronnie, our longtime comms guy, said. Oh, the talent comes in late. We were in the lobby. The one saving grace, you know. I'm going to get to my point in a second. You distracted me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's your point?
I don't know. No.
Greg Rugen in the place.
They
Go
have.
ahead.
It's 28-0.
Number 49
the game's not over.
Is wearing number 92
Don't
on
think
the
of it
kickoff.
in a regular game as far as the possessions. Like we told you coming in, you might only have 3 or 4 possessions left. There's that margin of error is very slim now.
Well, we told you from the very beginning that these guys normally run 50-plus plays in a game. In a football game, each team normally runs between 55, 60, 65 plays tops with the amount of time that you have. So, with these guys running 55 run plays a game, and let me make sure I stress that, 55 run plays, that's what you're going to get.
Wrap that drive in a second. Nate was talking too much, as usual. Jackson across the 10, zigzags 15. Stiff arm around the 19, breaks that tackle. But a good job of slowing him down. And that Army special teams unit, Hamilton Baker, a nice play. All Black Knights here. Yeah, the saving grace was that we had my favorite coffee establishment. I'll go to your place, but I've got my favorite coffee establishment right next to the hotel, so I was able to caffeinate early.
I know exactly. It's the DD.
Got a nice blueberry donut there the day started. All right, Warner out there. Last pick turned into Army point. Snap throws right, and the ball's a little low and off the hands of the Owls receiver, Sykes.
Let's try to bring it down.
Second down and 10, 17 seconds left.
Yeah, you got a stick route that time, far side, and E.J. Warner trying to put it out there for Sykes. Sykes is 6'3", so you got to put it somewhere around 5'4", for him to be able to catch it. Mid-range his body, got to target his body.
3 receivers to the left, second and 10, 17 seconds left. First half, right to left Owls. Warner goes right to Connors, caught near the sideline, 25, streaks up, and he goes out of bounds at the 29. Clock stopped at 13 seconds left. Donovan Platt there on that stop for the Black Knights.
272 to 75 yards. for Army.
It's a lot.
My goodness.
With a lot more balance than I'd expect. Get the full snap board in a second. And at the halftime break, 3 wides, 3rd and 2, the 29. Hand to Connors. Turns his way around the right corner, around the 35-yard line. And he will be edged out past the 40. 8 seconds left. Move the chains for what it's worth there.
8 and 13 yards.
Now 272 to 93, but the time of possession.
First charge timeout. Rice.
That's what's upside down.
30 seconds.
20:33 to 9:23.
Knew what you meant. So the out stoppage here, 8 seconds to go. And stay tuned coming up. We'll have a word with Coach Bloomgren towards the end of the half. And we'll also have stats, and Bob and Nate will have an update of all things Rice athletics, and I'm sure Bob will regale you with his stories gallivanting across not just one night in the big city.
Yes.
For Big Dollar Bob, but 2 nights.
Yeah, I heard Bob was wearing shades last night wherever he went.
Yeah, at night.
Well, he's in New York.
Yeah. They went to Johnny's Pizzeria.
You're a star, you're supposed to act like a star. Wear shades wherever you are.
We went to a steakhouse. Good meal.
We did.
Breaking of bread there.
Thank you for spending.
Yeah. Thanks, Uncle Learfield. 28-0. Here's the snap. Warner looking left for a Hail Mary. No, checks down underneath to Connors and crosses his way to the right side and rolls down at the 46.
The half is not over. The half is not over.
It's not over.
The half is not over. Please go back to your sideline.
And the cadets stood at attention and walked back to their sideline. Owls did as well. So 3 zeros on the clock. So at least one more play coming up. So Rice got a timeout in.
Yeah, I think they knew. The Army knew Rice wanted to. You call a timeout. You're trying to actually set up a play where you can possibly score. And it was going to be a pass play, right? They knew that, so they got into their prevent defense. And of course, Rice is going to try something else.
After discussion, the timeout occurred with 0 on the clock.
Oops.
That is the end of the first half.
So all that for nothing.
That sums it up in the first half. Army 28, Rice nothing. We'll have a halftime extravaganza coming up next from IBEW Local 716. It's Rice football from Learfield.
At True Anomaly Brewing, our greatest achievement lives in knowing that everything we've learned is yours to enjoy. While it may not be rocket science, we brew with the same detail and dedication learned while running mission operations for NASA. Taking risks is part of our DNA. We don't take them just to say we did, we take them because of the result. Bold brews we're proud to share with fellow adventure seekers. True Anomaly Brewing, beer for the explorers.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The Parking Spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at The Parking Spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
Cancer is never just cancer. It affects your entire body. At Houston Methodist Neal Cancer Center, we have the expertise to treat all of you. Leading oncologists use the latest technology, research, and treatments to stop your cancer, while specialists minimize its effects on major organs. There's a better approach to cancer care that heals all of you. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Okay, I'm not usually one to exaggerate, but you need to drop everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
on the Rice Sports Network from Learfield. Welcome to the IBEW Local Union 716 halftime show. Coming up, scores from around the country, highlights, and stats from our first half.
Welcome back, or if you're just joining us, welcome. We are live at Michie Stadium. Rice Owls at Army right now. They lead 28-0. Does Army 272-plus yards versus only 93-94. Time of possession for Army 20-33 versus 9-27. I am Nate Griffin alongside Bob Schlanger. Bob Schlanger, let's get going with what's happening at Rice. I know that you went to the Wayne Graham funeral. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but other things happening with Rice sports.
Well, the other sports are in action. Soccer had a tough loss Thursday night at South Florida. Their record's now 7-2-1, and they host UAB back next Thursday. So they're playing really well, and they're undefeated at home, so it'll be good to get back and see them. And then they're on the road at UTSA next Sunday. So Thursday night, Rice and UAB in soccer. Volleyball had a very nice win yesterday. If you don't know about the record, they defeated UT Arlington fairly handily, 3-1. UT Arlington was 9-1 going into the match, and the Owls are in Fort Worth at 5 o'clock Central Time, and they play number 23 TCU, and then they're back in action at home I guess they're home on Friday they're at Tulane on Friday and then back home next Sunday.
Okay. We have a little bit less than a minute. I know that you attended the funeral of the great Wayne Graham. Tell us how it was.
Right. There were the celebration of life was really well attended. There were some nice testimonials. And I think the bottom line was that most players that played for Wayne, he did his best to make you better, and most of them got better, and most of them are thankful for having Wayne as a coach and being in their life. And it was a sad day, but you got to feel great that we had Wayne at Rice, and it was a highlight. He was a great man and great coach.
No question about that. He is the great Bobby Schlanger. We are so fortunate to have him in the booth to tell these stories, guys. All right, Rice down 28-0 at the half. When we come back, JP will have scores and more, and we'll join him. We're live here. You're listening to Rice Football on Learfield.
Rice teams and traditions are legendary. Our team as strategic wealth designers are proud to be a partner of Rice Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team the Owls trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today, and go Owls.
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new design 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Welcome back to the IBW Local 716 halftime show at Mikey's Stadium in beautiful West Point, New York. Earlier this week on the Mike Bloomgren Show from me, Casina, Al's new defensive end, Michael Daly, joined us. Here's some of that, followed by Al's defensive line coach, Cedric Calhoun.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but I actually attended a Rice football camp right when Coach Bloom actually got the head job. And so that, I think it was May or June. People don't know this. When I first got here, Isaiah Floyd was at that same camp, and we looked up the film, and sure enough, we were doing one-on-ones right next to each other, right? And this is back in 2019 or 2018. And so I remember I came to the camp, I met the coaches, and I know I had a really good camp, and I remember Coach Smith kind of came up to me after and was like, hey, can you stay an extra day? We really liked what we saw. Can you stay? We want to take more looks at you. And I was like, actually, my flight leaves in like the next 2 hours. I legit flew in, did the camp, and then flew right back home to Utah. So I didn't really get that. And then I just remembered that impression that I had while I was here, though, how special it felt. And so when I came in the portal and I, got in contact with Coach Smith and I was able to, talk with Coach Bloom, something that he told me at least was, hey, look, here it's a family. It's a brotherhood. We genuinely care about each other. And, once you're in this program, like I know everyone says this, but we really do care and love each other. And honestly, it sounds cliche and something that everyone says, but coming from another program and talking with all the other transfers, it really is that way on the team.
It's been growth for me too. Rice is a special place. I do respect our kids and our students on campus, how they have to go to class, and I do respect academics, but I did go to an academic school, and I was a football player, and I am a ball coach. That's what I am. So coming from those different settings, Morehouse, but I do respect academics, but I'm a ball coach, and football is football. So it's just like, hey, you have to really pay attention to, how the university rolls. You see the midterms coming again, and I keep saying this, but today when we played Army, man, it was just all about their assignment, just slowing it down. We didn't really do no drills or nothing like that. We just did some, stuff that was kind of like half speed so the guys could see it. But this place has changed me. I have a lot of respect for Rice. I actually heard about it. I heard about Rice when I was at other places, and then when you come on campus, you're like, oh, this place is real. Once you get inside the hedges, it's an amazing place.
That's Al's defensive line boss man, Cedric Calhoun. He is like no other. And before that, Michael Daly, Hops. New son Graham, definitely an Owls fan. Stay tuned. More of the IBEW Local 716 halftime show after this. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Whether running a marathon or walking your dog, every movement matters. But when you're in pain, simple activities can feel unbearable. At Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our specialists can help you heal faster using the latest technology, minimally invasive procedures, and advanced physical therapy. As the top-ranked hospital in Texas, we have the expertise to keep you moving and help you get back to doing the things you love. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The Parking Spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at The Parking Spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
College College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Rice University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of Rice and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Rice University.
Well, it's 28-0. It's all Army. We'll get some stats and hear from Coach Bloomgren in just a little bit. Here are some scores from across the American Athletic Conference, and that is a service of Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University, with their out-of-town scores. Indiana leads Rice's next opponent, Charlotte, 31-14 in Bloomington. Tulane and Louisiana have started. Besides the Charlotte game and this Rice game, the only game going is Tulane at Louisiana. And just near the half, the Maurasian Cajuns given the green wave a game. 17-10, Tulane leads late second quarter there. Later on in Philly, Temple is hosting Utah State. UTSA home to Houston Christian. Memphis is at Navy. I don't know if you heard Army and Navy. They have a little rivalry going. FAU is at UConn, where we will be in about a month. East Carolina is at Liberty. South Florida hosting Miami. Tulsa's at La Tech. And North Texas at Datku Stadium is hosting Wyoming.
All right, top 25, only a couple of scores to give you. Now, I want you to pay attention to what I'm going to say to you, JP, here. Number 21, Clemson is leading North Carolina State 42-7. Number 21, Clemson. Okay, you with me? Ohio State, number 3 in the nation.
Listening.
Leading Marshall 28-7.
Okay.
Ohio State is the number 3 ranked team in the nation. Marshall is not ranked. They have 7 points. Just saying. Arkansas State, no score. Iowa State, no score. That's going to be a little bit later. That's at 2 o'clock. Georgia Tech at Louisville. Miami of Ohio at Notre Dame. Kent State at Penn State. UCLA at LSU. Buffalo at Northern Illinois. USC at Michigan. That game is going to be later today. Interested to see how that game's going to turn out, because Michigan got dumped on their keister by Texas, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Second
Just
game.
a bit.
That's right. Utah at Oklahoma State. Vanderbilt at Missouri. Other scores come a little bit later. At least games come a little bit later.
Yeah, we'll get to when we get a break in here for Coach and our stats. But Cincinnati shutting out Houston at the break, 24-0. There in Cincy. Stay tuned. More coming up here in our IBW Local 716 halftime show. It's Rice Football from Learfield.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drive. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new design 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
Okay, I'm not usually one to exaggerate, but you need to drop everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
Rice teams and traditions are legendary. Our team as strategic wealth designers are proud to be a partner of Rice Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team the Owls trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Owls.
Second half action is set to begin. The third quarter is brought to you by True Anomaly Brewing Company. True Anomaly, Houston's most unique brewery.
Well, there are lies, damn lies in statistics, but I'd like to say, as I do the David Letterman shuffling of the paper here, kids, David Letterman, genius, late night host from years gone by.
Johnny Carson.
Well, that's a little further back.
Thought I'd mention it.
Yeah. Conan. I mean, it's one of their name and late night host, Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
28-0 Army.
Arsenio Hall.
These stats, Magic Johnson, Corday, he had that show.
We're coping, folks. We're coping.
We're coping. But my point is,
I'm not happy at all. I got to be honest with you.
The scenic route is that these stats tell the story of things. Army 28-0. And they have 272 yards, 165 rushing yards, but 107 passing yards. That's been a big key. They've taken advantage of the miscues. They've had the ball a little over 20 minutes. Rice a little under 10 minutes. They are 6 of 8 on their third downs. Rice just 1 of 4. Army 2 of 2 on fourth downs. Rice 1 of 1 on fourth downs. Rice 3 penalties for 15 yards. Army 1 penalty for 5 yards. And on the rushing side of things individually, Bryson Daly, the Army quarterback, has called his own number 18 times for 100 yards at the break. 2 rushing touchdowns, and he's 6 of 8 passing for 107 rushing yards and 2 more scores. So he's accounted for all 4 scores. We'll go down to Jason Metco in a matter of seconds here with Coach Bloomgren. Rice passing E.J. Warner 6 of 12 for 44 yards. And now, and remember, Quentin Jackson completed that pass for 21 yards. Jason.
How do you right the ship, Coach, from the first half?
Yeah, it's really the same things. We just have to do them better. We got to do our freaking job, and we got to keep swinging into these late rounds. The big thing we have to do right now is understand the game ain't over. We didn't put ourselves in a very good position, certainly against this offense. But what we have to do is we have to take this first drive and put it in the box, and then we're going to need to get them behind the sticks on first down and probably lead to a turnover or 2 on defense. We got to take this daggum ball away.
I was just going to say the importance of getting the ball to start the second half. What led to that decision?
Well, that's kind of who we are. We believe in taking the ball in the second half every time, and we wanted the opportunity to get this ball with a 2-minute drive like we did. We just didn't execute. So, again, we want to steal possessions. We want to win the middle 4, and that's the best recipe to do so.
Let's go get it, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you very much, Jason, and thank you very much to Coach Bloomgren. Combo there, thought on what Coach said and thought on any of the first half digits that stand out.
They talked about the middle 4. You talk about it's in total. It's the middle 8. Last 4 minutes of the second quarter, first 4 minutes of the third quarter. That's the middle 8, and you got to win one of them. And the Rice Owls didn't win the first one, so now they got to try to win the second one, which is the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. You got to do that with a drive. So now they have the opportunity. They get the ball. How effective can they be once they get the ball? First of all, you can't start deep in your own territory, because if you do, that's a sign of trouble. So you need to get the ball out to at least your 35 if you plan on trying to return it. And is Army going to give them a chance to even make a return?
Shout out to our friends on the online streaming, and a lot of folks watching on the Owls socials, listening on the Owls Game Day app, the Varsity Network app, ricehouse.com. Thanks to got a listener in Albany, Georgia for tuning in. Just discovered us as Jackson will return this from the 2. Comes across the 10, runs laterally, picks up a block from the 15, and he is stymied, getting slammed down on that Army special teams unit by Noah Nixon, and brings back Owls. So Jackson wanted to return it. You understand wanting to get that spark, but sometimes being too aggressive could hurt you too.
Can, but I think the Rice Owls have to do all they can. Again, you got to win these first 4 minutes. They're starting deep in their own territory, which is what we didn't need. But if you can manage a good possession, you may be able to eat some clock here.
Warner in a quarterback puts the back in motion. That's actually Barnett wearing 92 and not 49. A snap and a hand to Connors. Knifes sideways up to the 18-yard line. Got 3 yards. Andon Thomas Inside linebacker, the tackle, 2nd down and 7. From, yes, the 18-yard line left to right. Dean Connors, preseason first team all-conference. He was Doak Walker and Campbell list preseasons and went over 1,000 career rushing yards a couple games ago against TSU. Owls in a big hole, 28-0. Here's the snap. A fake to Connors, thrown right side, caught at the 20. And then the receiver, Maharo, jolted out of bounds by Thomas. The big lick, 22 yards, 22-yard line. So they got about 5 more yards on that play. 3rd down and short.
Yeah, and you want 3rd down and short opportunities. Now, what do you do here on the 3rd down opportunity? You need to transition this into a 1st down.
Winokur.
This into a 1st down.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Winokur, the nose tackle, coming in right over the ball. Warner in shotgun, 3rd and 3, the 22. Snap, looks left, throwing it to Connors, and he gets popped in the backfield and dropped to the 19-yard line. I think they knew that was coming. A 3-yard loss as Larkin lays the lick down.
Well,
4th down and 6.
There you go. So your first possession of downs, and you're not able to get a 1st down or convert. And that hurts you. Now here comes your defense again.
Mays going back to return this punt. Bichetta trying to get a gander at his numbers. 1 punt for 46 yards, and he dropped the snap. It came by him and rolls into the end zone, and Bichetta steps out of the back of the end zone for a safety. 30-0 in favor of Army.
Snaps are high, passes are high. Wow. Execution today has been a little bit of a problem for the Rice Owls. That ball was actually a catchable snap.
A little bit high into his left.
Yeah, but it was catchable.
A little Uncle Sam smack talk from Gavin Shields on the special teams after the fact. We have a timeout on the field. Army 30, Rice nothing. 13:09 to the 3rd. This is Rice football from Learfield.
Rice fans, need a place to stay while watching your Owls play ball? Located just steps from campus is the Hilton Houston Medical Center. Visit us today at houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount. Again, that's houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount now.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
30-0 with 13:09 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Alongside J.P. Heath, Bob Schlanger, I am Nate Griffin. Also Walter Donaldson on the controls. Is a proud sponsor. Who is that? Rudy's. Rudy's Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Rice Athletics. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com to place an order for their real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. And don't forget, Rudy serves made-to-order and grab-and-go breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. Jason Metco told me that he gets one every morning.
I have not had their breakfast.
And you like it?
I haven't had it, so I don't know if I like it. I assume
I heard
do.
you said you've had it.
The bar is low for me liking any food, Nate, but especially breakfast tacos. But if you give me some chorizo, nice flour tortilla.
I was going to say, you don't like chorizo?
Oh, I love chorizo.
Okay.
I wouldn't feel you for being a chorizo kind of guy.
I am.
Referee,
you
Mike
don't
check.
like anything spicy.
Referee, Mike check. 1,
They're
2,
recognizing the
3.
Army baseball team, where they just finished doing that. One of those, somewhere down there in the white tops and the gray pants, is Thomas
Rice
Schreck,
number 26
high school
is
friend
wearing number
of
37
Owls of Blake
on
Payne,
the
is
kickoff.
both from Needville. Blake was explaining that to us after the presser on Tuesday. So now Rice a free kick. First safety of the season against the Owls. And Bichetta will have the free kick from the 20. So Army looks to have good positioning. They're straightening some things out on the special teams. Here comes the punt. It's a nice high spiral that goes back. Mays takes it from the 15. Right hash. Got stuck. Slam back. And then he moves even more backwards there. About an 11-yard return there, though, after that big kick by Bichetta. So they set up shop leading 30-0.
Yep. There's quite a few kids young men from the Houston area. And I know that the parents who are listening would probably love to hear some of those, but our internet access is a little sketchy. So I'm not able to get the names that I want to get.
Thanks, government.
Yes. But yeah, and thank you for what you do for our country, West Point Cadets. I haven't gotten into that yet.
Here's a snap fake to the, no, they did give it to the first back. And he's brought down at the 27-yard line by Charlie Lewis. A 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. Big game for him today. He's from Hillsdale, New Jersey. Previous college stop at Dartmouth. But right now today, he's playing 34 miles from his hometown of Hillsdale, New Jersey. He told me that first week of the season, he's like, yeah, when we saw the schedule, we knew this one was going to be a lot of friends and family coming from the big metropolis of Hillsdale. 30-0 Army, 2nd and 8, their own 27. They're perfect on their drives in the first half, 4 for 4. Shotgun snap, shows it to the back. Daly option pitch to the left side, past the 25, Stewart the 30. And check that Howard, the Temple product, corralled by Hook, the 33-yard line for a gain of 6 yards. 3rd down is short.
Once again, they are doing a nice job with that triple option. It's really hard to detect, hard to get it done, but they somehow find a way.
I want you to elaborate on how that shotgun could make things tougher. As they did that a lot last season, they've added that wrinkle in here the last 2 years. They're 4-5 on 3rd downs. They need 2 here, the 33. Leading big 30-0. Army the ball in the big lead. Snapping a handoff in the back past the 35, and they just get that 1st down and maybe a couple extra feet. Young man Kanye Udo from Mays Landing, New Jersey. 1st down, the 37. He got 4 yards there.
See how they do. The yards have to tackle, but okay, so basically the quarterback has an option. And that's what this is, triple option. Run, pass, hand off. So, himself. So there you have it. And when he's in the shotgun, you have even more in the second half.
With that threat to pass, a snap and a toss right side to Howard, and he cannot turn the edge as Lewis comes down to play that edge at the 36 and dropped him for a yard loss on the play. So that will probably be TFL solo, 3.5 on the season there for Mr. Lewis. 2nd down and 11, they're on 36. The time keeps on ticking. 10:33 of the 3rd quarter. All Army 30-0.
Yep.
You saw where I was going.
Into the future.
They brought Hayden Reed in, junior from Tampa, Florida. Right hash. Army, the black tops, gold helmets, and the light gold pants. A toss over to Reed, down a nice alley, the 35, and he's jolted out of bounds. The 38-yard line, got a yard. As Gabriel Taylor, safety, comes down to play the run. 3rd down, though, coming up.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, JP. They're really doing a phenomenal job. And I know that, people would say, well, it's 30-0. But remember, they have been on the field for a very, very long time. And at some point, and when you're trying to defend the option, that's a tough job to do.
They're 5 of 7 on 3rd down. Daly out of the shotgun with 3 backs around him. The snap, play action, looks right, throws right, tipped at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Falls down at the 35-yard line. And Army most likely will punt here on a 4th and 9. That'll be their first drive that does not end in points. They were 4 for 4 on scores and end in a touchdown. At that,
well, let's see if Rice can turn this thing around now. Finally, 4th and 9, JP?
Yeah, 4th and 9, their own 38. Finally get to learn the name of their punter, James Wagenseller from Poway, California. Tyson Thompson back deep at his 20. Wagenseller getting the deep snap from Owen Walter. And they fake it, throw it to the right side, but the Owls are all over it. Chike Anabogo reads that and brings down the Black Knight, trying to deke the Owls there.
Little trick play action. Didn't quite work out that time for the Black Knights. They went out to the right flat, far side. Chike Anabogu was right there to make the play, so nice play by Chike to read that.
So, their first time this season, they don't get a 4th down conversion when officially attempting one. Owls ball in plus territory. When we come back, it was Hayden Reed there who caught that, but credit Chike Anabogu, the special teams whiz there on that tackle. First down at the Army 38 when we come back. 30-0 Army. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer for those who don't follow trends but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery with only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories. This is a premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. So don't just raise a glass, raise a Flight by Yingling, official beer partner of Rice Athletics and now available everywhere in Texas. The Yingling Company, Fort Worth, Texas. Please enjoy responsibly.
Football fans are passionate, just like John Deere fans. And if you're a John Deere person, the name to know is Shoppers. In football, it's about calling the right plays. The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppers. Shoppers has the right size John Deere tractor with attachments for any job. You can build your tractor online with Shoppers' exclusive Build It, Price It, Own It tool. See all our John Deere specials by Googling Shoppers at SHOPPAS. It's time for you to make the right call. Shoppers, your John Deere tractor experts and proud sponsor of Rice Owl Athletics.
You're listening to Rice Football. Third quarter action is brought to you by True Anomaly Brewing Company. True Anomaly, Houston's most unique brewery.
It is 30-0. Rice trailing the Army Black Knights. 3:28 of the third quarter. With Nate Griffin, I'm JP Heath. Reminded during the break that Army's had great special teams, as we've seen the whole season. They've had this game, they've had great special teams play the whole season. I'll spit it out eventually, I promise. But they had a fake punt that worked against Lehigh. They had a fake field goal that worked at FAU. It just surprised me they ran it at the spot of the field and doing it up 30-0.
Yeah, try to go with a pass. They want to make sure they put the nail in the coffin, if you will. That's what they're trying to do. But that time didn't work. And Chike Anabogu was Johnny on the spot. Good to see that for a change, sniff out a trick play. He got it done.
All right. Easily the best starting field position of the day. Rice at the plus 38-yard line. First down. They stare down. They got 7 now in the box there. Warner. Connors the back to his left. Twins right. Snap Warner. Pass play. Looks over the middle. Checks down to Connors. He is rolled down by Thomas and Fortner in that linebacking core. And got 3 yards on that play. Second down and 7.
Love to see him at least throw the ball down the field once or twice. They really didn't test the defense against University of Houston, didn't test it against Sam Houston, didn't test it, haven't tested it so far against Army.
Dickman and Walker, receivers to the left. A snap play action, another pass play. Warner testing it deep left side, high for Sykes and incomplete inside the 20. Dickman, 6, not Sykes, 8. But Casey Larkin was rearing back trying to take Dickman's noggin off, but Drayden dipped when he had that full steam ahead from Larkin coming in. 3rd and 7 to 35.
Warner just overthrown him, and he's been off target on a lot of his passes. That was an out route, far side, and just missed him.
It's a late defender coming off, but Sophia checks in. He's their big pass rusher. 3rd and 7 at the 35. Owls only 1 of 5 on third down. Campbell motioning in front of Warner. Snap, handoff. Good hole for Connors. Zips left. Slowed down by Thomas, but he brushes off that tackle to get the first down to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on that gain. He did a really nice, elusive job getting by Thomas, and Di Domenico, the Shirts product, eventually brought him down.
Yeah, that was a good run that time by Dean Connors, and we haven't really been able to say that most of the day. Thank goodness. Let's see if the Owls can get something going here.
Sykes and Walker, wide side to the left. 1st and 10, the 27. Shotgun snap Warner, play action, looks left, zigzags, goes 30. Flag coming in to be a hold, the 20, 15, and he rolls down in front of the defender Washington. Dollar gets 10, this is a hold, but...
Yeah. Goodness. Let's see where it might have occurred. Oh, I see it. It was a takedown.
Number 79, offense. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
I didn't think that was so much a hold, JP, as it was
a greeting, kind of a salutation.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a hold.
Okay.
Unless they saw him grabbing the jersey prop.
I might defer to Jason, but I saw that this drive, Norfleet has moved up, and I believe this is his first run. Maybe it's some of the TSU game, but the redshirt sophomore there at right guard. The reason I say John Long didn't get the start today, but Kropp had come over to right guard. Mahara, the tight end in motion, 1st and 20 now at the 37. Back to pass. Flag comes in again over the middle to a running Thompson. Stops. A lot of black and gold surrounds him as he kind of wedges his way forward inside the 35. Got 3 yards.
But there's a flag on the field.
Mendoza there, bringing him down. Flag came pretty immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Illegal formation. Offense. More than 4 players in the backfield. The penalties decline. 2nd down.
So they'll go for 2nd and 20. And instead of having 1st down again, it being 25. They trade that down for the 5 yards, essentially. Mahara, the tight end, checks out.
Got to make sure you know where you're supposed to be on the field before the ball is snapped.
Army doing some rotating as well. LaTorin Miller come in on the D-line. 1st and 17. Check that, 2nd and 17. Back to pass. Warner looks over the middle, finds the tight end Gruen, catches the 25. Thomas, little helmet in his chest there, down to the 23-yard line, 11 yards. Gruen's first catch. Actually, he did make that catch earlier. Remember that trick play from Quentin Jackson. 3rd down and 6 at the 23.
Nice little stop route there, middle of the field. So you need quite a few of those. Army's been willing to give you the short middle of the field. Take it.
Jarena, linebacker in. Walker to the left for Rice, alongside with Campbell. They're 2 for 6 on 3rd downs. They had just completed one. 3rd and 6 at the 23. Back to pass Warner. Looks right, throws to Sykes, trying to juke a defender. Shakes free for a second, down to the 16. And he got the 1st down, just enough for Sykes. Devin Shields from Pittman, New Jersey, hauls him down after a throw and catch of 7. 1st down to the 16. I'd say it's the best drive. They had a decent one on the 2nd. They just haven't had many drives to choose from, but this one only started at the 38.
I was going to say they had a short field, so yeah, probably is the best drive.
That's why we're the A team, Nate. Just in each other's heads, right? It's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Taji Atkins coming in as the back to the left of Warner, and he shoos him out a little bit. Snap. Back to pass Warner. Looks left. Goes over the middle. Caught by Sykes at the 3. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Rice Owls. Touchdown, Matt Sykes. 16 yards over the middle. Fly, Owls fly. They get on the board here at Army.
Finally, you get on the board on a slant route. Sykes was actually in the slot position. Actually, he was not in the slot position. He was at the X position. You had another slot. Slot ran the defender out of the way, and that opened up the room for Sykes to be able to run that slant pattern and catch the pass from E.J. Warner.
It's the 2nd touchdown of Sykes' season and career. And Goda comes on for the PAT to bang it through. Rice has put a dent on that right side of the scoreboard. We see it. Army 30 and Rice 7-5. 55 of this 3rd quarter. Rice on the board. It's Owls football from Learfield.
Behind every door at Houston Methodist, you know what to expect. Expertise. Whether it's life-saving brain surgery, your 3D mammogram that catches breast cancer sooner, or orthopedic specialists helping you feel stronger than ever. With hundreds of doors across Houston, you can get expert care everywhere.
That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new design 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
This is Matt Sykes. I'm a fifth-year senior from Hawaii. I went to UCLA and transferred to Rice. And you're listening to Rice Owls football with JP and Nate.
Hey, I like that. Okay, 30-7. Rice Owls finally get on the board. You only have 5:55 remaining in the third quarter. That's enough time to get another score. But in the meantime, 7 plays, 38 yards, took 3 minutes and 33 seconds. The 16-yard pass from E.J. Warner to Matt Sykes, the transfer from UCLA. That puts the Rice Owls on the board. It's now 30-7. JP, alongside JP Heath and Bobby Schleckner. I'm Nate Griffin, Jason Necro on the field, and Walter Donaldson on the controls. Try to do what you do, buddy.
What's his name?
You know what? He's been so good to me and so gracious all day long and trying to help me get
say Austin.
Internet.
Say Austin.
He's from Texas.
He's from Tennessee.
Wait, he's from Texas. He's from Texas. I'm making this up because there's a city in Texas named after him. He's not named after the city.
See, Austin, this is how they lay it on thick on TV. This is how they lay it on thick. Now, Austin met him in his Middle Tennessee days. And so he's on the baseball side of things, the media relations for the Black Knights. How about that yesterday when we came in for our quick tour? We went by some of the other fields and auxiliary fields, some families out playing and having a good time. We saw the baseball field, the soccer facilities, and they were practicing the paratroopers coming in. It was just raining Army folks.
Paratroopers.
Yeah, paratroopers coming in.
It was so cool.
But Goda comes on for the kick here. It's a very deep one that goes over the head of Benson.
They watched the film on Goda.
He can hit it. Never did really do a wind check, Jason, but certainly didn't hurt it there as he got the touchback. 30-7, Army takes back over.
A little bit of a breeze from the north today.
I think the teams have been watching Goda. They didn't even have a guy back there. They knew there's no way we're going to be able to return this.
All right, so how do the Owls respond after this score? Daly and the offense of Army Black Knights coming on here.
Need turnover.
He comes under center. Back behind him, 2 wings, 2 receivers. Changing the play. Here's the snap. Fake handoff. Down the line option to the left. They read it. Josh Piercy with the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Good hit there. Goes up to the 28-yard line. Got 3. I talked to the Piercy family. And some family and extended family. His mom told me he almost came to Army.
Wow.
And it was really close. He said they took a really tough when he had to reject them. And she said it was about 2.5 hours from his hometown of Morristown, New Jersey, about 130 miles. 2nd and 7 Army, the 28-yard line. Daly back behind him, snap and a fake handoff. Option pitch to the right this time, and Howard turns his way around the right and up to the 40, first down. It gets shoved out of bounds, and on the 45, not a lot of room to go in that Owls sideline. Is Hook is the one that shoved him out. A 16-yard, kind of a backside option pitch there. You call that 16 yards?
That's exactly what it was. You really have to keep your eye on the ball if you're Rice. You have guys going in. To kind of explain the triple option, you have 3 guys in the backfield, plus your back, and you've got so much going on back there, and you have to be able to conceal the ball if you're the quarterback. Right now they're in wing
Taylor
T.
got clearly held.
Yeah, they got the wing T. There might have been a hold not called on that last play. Snap, counter turn, hand to the first back coming through Udo, and he is on that Army shielded midfield, brought down by Isaiah Floyd. 4 yards on that gain. 2nd down at 6 for these Black Knights.
Really have to be good on that counter turn too, JP, because if not, that could be disastrous. But they've been running the triple option here for so long. That's all they run. this triple option here, and so you're going to be good at it.
Max Stewart comes out here to the left side. And back behind Daly is Udo. 2nd and 6, the 48. Army up big with the ball near midfield. 30-7, they have the lead. Last 4 minutes of this third. Snap. Daly a keeper, runs left side. And ball popped out for a second. Rice says they have it. Waiting to see that confirmed, or was the ball carrier Daly
ruling on the
down?
field as the runner's forward progress was stopped.
That's about how the day is gone. Third down. Coach Bloomgren told me during the week, hey, we want 2 turnovers a game. They had only had 2 turnovers on the season coming in. They're so close to getting that turnover. That's how the breaks have gone. Now 3rd and 4, they rush up. They're 5 of 7 on third downs, and now they pop up. It's kind of a version of their offense, the check with me, like we see more in the shotgun.
They don't do that a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, that's the first time today I've seen it.
3rd and 4 at midfield. Snap. Daly slides his way to the right, got hit, and turns around clockwise and falls forward. And Rice is Sean Fresh there to stop his momentum. Right at the chains, but I think he got enough. Yes, indeed, for that first down. He needed 4, got 4 and 1/16, at least I think. Yes, they do. They put the first down on the tally marker, but the folks are sauntering over with those chains on the far way.
The defense loves this. The head coaches hate it. I mean, you've got your defense out there. They're just playing. Need to get a turnover here. You got to get the ball back to the offense.
Under center, Daly. 1 back behind him. 2 receivers set. Here's the snap, Daly. Hand to the big fella, Rendina, rumbling his way near the 40. So he's down at the 41. 5 yards, 2nd down and 5. Arroyo Morris to Caney made the first contact, 2nd and 5. Qantas Clemens checking in on that Owls defensive line. D-line coach Cedric Calhoun telling me before the game they'd see some of Mutombo as well, which we've seen. First time I think I've seen Clemens. He lines up over the ball there. 2nd and 5, the 41. Under the 2-minute juncture. Snap. Hand. Mendina plows his way right side. Nothing fancy.
No, not at all.
4 yards on that play. Short of the sticks, though. The line to gain was just outside the 35-yard line.
They just keep pounding away at you. Right now, 314 total yards to 144 for Rice Owls.
That's dominant.
That's more than dominant.
And Clemens.
That's frustrating and embarrassing.
Qantas Clemens' ears were ringing. He made that last stop. 3rd down. A little less than a yard. They're 6 of 8 on third downs. They're at the 37, leading Rice near this final minute, 30-7. Snap. Daly the keep. Runs left. Turns around. Keeps going 30. A broken tackle or 2. The 20 left the 10. Angling for that corner. Knocks the pylon down, but not before. He was out of bounds at the 1. Sean Fresh, the touchdown-saving tackle. The magician wearing pads. Bryson Daly there somehow wiggled out of that.
So how does he get out of that pile, out of the scrum? Because that's what it was. It was a scrum. He gets out of the scrum. And you're thinking he's going to get... They didn't wrap. They didn't wrap.
Hitting high.
Yeah.
They're
trying to hit him. This guy is built low. He's 6 feet tall, 220 pounds.
Yeah, fire hydrant.
That's what he is. He's strong. He's been showing you that all day long. You got to wrap and bring him down.
So they might review this one. Daly says he scored, and I don't know if we have plebes on the cannon there.
Cannon's going off. They don't go off for first downs.
Ball is at the 1. Looks like they're not going to look at it. Army fans wanting a touchdown. The smoke still billowing there across that reservoir across the way. But Daly under center here. Does he call his own number again to finish off the damage? He's already accounted for 4 touchdowns today. He's thrown for 2. He's run for 2. Here's the snap. Coast in right side. Belly bumps the defender and falls down to the turf. 2 seconds left in the third, and Army goes up 36-7 on the 1-yard plunge for Daly.
Yeah, we'll let you score, but we're going to go and score again, and that's exactly what they did that time with Daly. You knew he was going to call his own number and go into the end zone. He's had a heck of a day.
Jason Metco I don't like asking this question, but what's the canon allotment here?
I have no idea. I guess infinite. Okay. This is the Army, after all.
That's true.
I'm sure they're well supplied.
You raise a good point.
They are.
Sorry, I thought you had an update.
No.
And now cadets are also doing some push-ups in there. Definitely getting that upper body workout here today. A lot of push-ups. 2 seconds left in this third. Granati, point after try, swings the leg, kicks it through into that net. Stopped it this time. 37-7. They'll break it. We'll take this time out, even though there's 2 seconds left in the third. 37-7, Army over Rice. This is Rice football from Learfield.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
2 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Army Black, yes sir, 2. Army Black Knights leading Rice 37-7 on a 9-play, 75-yard drive that took 5 minutes and 53 seconds. 1-yard run by Daly. He has 137 yards on the day rushing, 3 rushing touchdowns and 2 in the air. And JP, I got to tell you, man, it's a horrible day. Let's go down now to
Rice,
Jason
number 49,
Jason,
is now wearing 92 on the kickoff.
Hi there, Nate. Just a follow-up here on the amount of cannon fodder we've been hearing today. That particular last drive in which they thought they had scored, but it was ruled down at the 1-yard line, there's a group of students, about 2 or 3 cadets, who man a smaller cannon in the north end zone. The folks across the reservoir, as Nate has noted more
not
often
the Hudson,
not the Hudson, but the reservoir, cannot see the vantage point where the small cannon's being fired, and there's no walkie-talkies or communication equipment, so those boys across the way are just going from what they hear here at the stadium. But yes, an endless supply of cannon fodder because this is the Army.
You're telling me the Army doesn't have comms better than that? Throwing out a term there.
There were no headphones or headsets or nobody looking like me, JP.
I wonder what they would say. I wonder what they would say if you told them that. They would probably just stop and look at you very, very awkwardly.
That's why I was on the other side of the field while reporting on it, Nate.
Yeah, I bet.
I gotta say, you didn't know the word reservoir before today, and you're just throwing that out on me. You're rubbing it in.
No, I checked.
Spell it.
RESERVOIR.
Close enough.
That's it.
By Mississippi standards. I think you've got it. Okay, Army, the kick goes out of bounds near way. One of their few mistakes. This comes from Britton.
I have
Cannons keep on going and going.
I have in the second
Kickoff
grade.
out of bounds. Kicking team number 1. Ball is placed at the 35-yard. Correction. The 35-yard line. First down. Right.
Not the 35, but the 35.
I have you know that in the 5th grade, I was the second place finisher at a spelling bee. So
out of how many?
Out of, I don't know how many.
2.
There were plenty of kids from the Hattiesburg area. I don't know how many, but I finished second. And the only reason I finished second is because the young lady who won, I just didn't have it in my heart to beat her.
Here's the snap, Warner. Last play of the third quarter. Lots of time, but he checks down to Connors again near sideline 30, across the 35. And
this is the end of the third quarter.
On that pass, 2nd and 8 for Rice, and we start the fourth quarter coming up next. All Black Knights Army 37, Rice 7 as we go to the fourth. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University is the preferred choice, whether cheering on Coach Bloomgren and the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week. Just minutes from Rice Village and only 3 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. When you're hungry, stop by the bistro for either breakfast or evening options. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and unwind with your favorite beverage. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation, and be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Well, the story of this game has been execution and discipline for the Army side, and then some. 37-7. It's been a Bryson Daly highlight reel of his career-high 3 rushing touchdowns, and he came in with 2 passing touchdowns and has 2 more. All Army, 37-7, and the Cannons keep on firing. Cadets kicking some field goals right now. The end zone to our left. We'll update on some stats and maybe some scores in a second. If you had to sum up this day in one word, it'd be ugh. But it's been discipline on Army's count, and they've executed nearly flawlessly in this game.
It kind of started for Rice. It started with the kickoff. You know, when you had 2 guys wearing the same jersey number, and it's kind of just morphed its way on down. So, you know, you kind of hate to see that. It's very unfortunate, but you know, Rice, they knew coming in here they were going to have to defend the run. But what can you do on offense to sort of offset what they do on the run here at Army? And you haven't done anything on offense. So you have 7 points, and that's what you've earned, 7 points. 37-7 here in the fourth quarter as the fourth quarter starts. And Rice still looking for answers.
Looking at some 3 other games going on across the conference. In Bloomington, Indiana leads Charlotte 45-14. Rice will be hosting the 49ers coming up. Want you out there for that tailgate. They've announced that as a 6 o'clock kick coming up next week. Also there in Lafayette, it's Tulane 31 and Louisiana 19. Those Raging Cajuns. They've kicked off in Philly. Utah State and Temple over halfway through the first quarter. UTSA hosting HCU at the Alamo Dome tonight. Memphis at Navy, FAU at UConn, Louisiana Tech hosting Tulsa, Miami at USF. ECU is at Liberty, and North Texas hosting the Wyoming Cowboys. So we'll get to the stats in a second. It's a big press box to get those stat sheets here as Warner comes back to pass, looking right, thrown right, caught the 45-yard line. And a lunging play made by Sykes as he reaches his way up near midfield. There's a down.
Officials timeout.
Black Knight on
Injured
the field.
player on the defense.
Jabril Williams down there. 12 yards on that toss to Sykes coming into his own. So hopefully he's okay.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Player is down on his back, getting attention, and will regather.
Looks like they're going to take a timeout there, JP.
Yeah, so that was Williams who made the tackle, but just to be clear, it's not him that's down on the field. We'll get that straightened in a second. Timeout on the field, 37-7. Army leads Rice. Just starting this fourth, it's Rice football from Learfield.
At True Anomaly Brewing, our greatest achievement lives in knowing that everything we've learned is yours to enjoy. While it may not be rocket science, we brew with the same detail and dedication learned while running mission operations for NASA. Taking risks is part of our DNA. We don't take them just to say we did, we take them because of the result. Bold brews we're proud to share with fellow adventure seekers. True Anomaly Brewing, beer for the explorers.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new design 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
Well, the dinged-up player, Brett Jarena, gets assistance, and he has to come off the field a long way. He was right at the numbers to the far sideline, the Rice way, and no hitch in his giddy-up. It seems like, thankfully, he's okay. Looking at some of the stats as we get started here, close to the fourth. Close to the start of the fourth as we just began, but Army has doubled up Rice on the time of possession, about 30 minutes to about 15 minutes, and 253 rushing yards for the Black Knights. Rice listed at 38, but remember Bichetta, 19 of those yards lost, but so still 38-57, but you count those yardage loss when the ball got by to Bichette and eventually led to that safety in the third quarter, but ifs and buts, candies and nuts, you know that.
Yep.
But total yards, Army 360, Rice 145. But Mama, there goes that man again. Bryson Daly, 145 yards passing and 6 of 9, Nate, for 107 yards passing.
Good
for Daly. Warner, 14 of 21 for only 86 yards in that pick that eventually led to a score. Warner, they flip into the field, only moving around a few feet. He passes it left to his favorite target, Connors, here out of the flat, the 46, and he can't get back up to midfield as that went for a yard on the play before that tackle was made by Adam Cash.
He's really wanting to go downfield, and he's having to go through all his progressions like now.
Shotgun snap, throwing over the middle, caught by Walker, the tight end, sheds a defender inside the 20. First down and then some and more to the 17-yard line, 33 yards there. Season and career high. Cash back-to-back tackles. Best play of the day. Owls go hurry up. Warner looking left, throwing left. Back shoulder caught by Campbell. Strolls into the end zone. 8 touchdown. Rice Owls. Touchdown. Kobe Campbell. Flag on the play.
Oh, boy.
Did they have some movement because they were trying to go fast?
Number 8, offense. 15-yard penalty, replay, first down.
I don't want to replay it, though. I like the result of that one.
I'm telling you. Oh, well. That's unfortunate, too, because they went tempo on that, and they were able to make it happen.
Can I say something? I think people know this.
Yes, sir.
We're not coaches.
We're not.
We're not. But does that tempo help Warner? Because they want him to be more efficient. I'm not saying they can re-scrap a playbook, but you saw there, bam, bam, in that drive as a whole.
From a defensive standpoint, it doesn't give the defense a chance to really set up.
Yeah.
Gives him a chance to kind of, have a little bit of an advantage.
Well, that's huge because it moves it back to the 25-yard line. Back to pass. Warner throwing deep left side towards Sykes and incomplete. It was first and 25. The ball was at the 32, but Hammond there in coverage of Sykes. He's got his hands on a lot of those footballs, but just not able to haul that one in.
Yeah, that's one of those you have to jump for, but I don't know if Sykes was in position to actually jump. He had a slight advantage. He's about, again, he dropped it. He dropped that, JP.
Yeah, again, a look at that replay.
Yeah, on the replay, he dropped it. It's in his breadbasket.
Ham in the coverage from the Bluff City of Memphis, Tennessee. 2nd and 25, ball at the 32. Back to pass Warner, looks right, looks middle, nothing there. Warner strolls to the near way, flips it out in front of him at the sideline, but I think Connors was out of bounds.
He had Giovanni Johnson running underneath from near side to far side and sort of shucked that one off, looking for someone. There was no one deep on that route. No one deep, so he had nowhere to go.
First minute plus of this fourth quarter. Rice 3 of 7 on third downs. Third down, they need 25. They got to get to Newburgh, New York
This can't go from another 7 to nothing.
Yeah, you really need 7s, and they have 7 defensive backs back, and the only play for Warner is to check down here to Francisco, running along the numbers 20, and gets hit head over heels and spins down to the 16. So he got 16 yards back before Gavin Shields sent him spinning down. So 4th down, you imagine they go for broke here.
Yeah, you got to go
4th and 9 now. And they're going for it, 37-7. Really the only play you could have there.
Well, there's got to be some kind of a delay. You got Kobe Campbell in the game now. You usually want him in the game around the 40 or 50-yard line. 16-yard line here.
Owls made their only 4th down conversion attempt earlier. 4th and 9 at the 16. Rice down 30. First 2 minutes of the 4th. Warner barking out the plays, but Rice wants a stoppage.
First charge timeout. Rice.
So either they didn't like
30 seconds
what they saw. You'd imagine they'd not call the timeout to then kick it, especially down 30. But
no,
they didn't like something from the
defense, the way the defense was set up. And the defense, I'm not quite sure if they were really ready either, Army's defense. But now's an opportunity here. And, you had 3 receivers far side. You kind of wonder what you're running, because in a constricted area like that, 16-yard line, that's tough to spread those guys out in such a short period of time.
Coming into today, Rice 7 of 8 on the red zone scores this year, but Army's defense, they'll lock you up and try to make you like it. They're 5th in the nation in their red zone defense, so they really make it tough on you inside the red zone.
They do, and they've done this again to a lot of teams. No plays over 27 yards, but the Rice Owls have had it, one play maybe over 27?
If that, right? So 16-yard line is where they'll snap it. Owls move some skill position guys around. 4th and 9 at the 16. Cadets get noisy. Rice driving to that end in the road white silver helmets. Gray pants. Warner gun. Here's the snap. Looking left all the way. Throws behind Connors. Dips in traffic and lunges forward. He won't get the first down. He's down to the 10. He got 6 yards when he needed 9. And a nice tackle by the Black Knights, Amir Ali. The old adage, Nate, you had to have the 9 yards, but they only threw it 4 yards there.
Yeah, that ball was a little behind him, too. It was over his right shoulder, and he's running from left to right, and the ball's over his right shoulder. If the ball is maybe a little in front of him, he might be able to make a quick cut and get that extra 3 or 4 yards. Yeah.
12:48 of the 4th. Red shirt and red hat man says, we are breaking, so we're breaking. 37-7 Army leads, and the Black Knights have it back here. This is Rice football from Learfield.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
Okay, I'm not usually one to exaggerate, but you need to drop everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
37-7, Army leads Rice here. New quarterback coming in for the Black Knights. It'll be Dwayne Coleman from Selma, Texas. That's in the San Antonio area. 5'10", 190 junior. So I'm not going to do the work of another radio crew. Rich and Dean can barely handle the Rice radio crew.
Yep.
Certainly I can't handle the personality of this guy. Let me tell you something. This other guy. But if you don't give Bryson Daly the Player of the Game award, I don't know what you have to do, as he has earned his stripes, so to speak. 41-yard touchdown pass, 3 rushing touchdowns, and the gravy on the biscuit. He had another touchdown pass. The guy just He's a magician out there.
It was on the money too. I mean, he was very accurate with his passes today. So, yes, he should definitely be player of the game, Bryson Bailey.
And so Coleman comes in. His only other action against Lehigh, an FCS team here a few weeks back. He was 2 for 2 passing in that game. So different quarterback. We'll see if the styles differ in this triple option as they put the back in motion. Here's the snap. Fake it left. Coleman going to run it right. 15. Takes a bump. Holds on for dear life. And he is rode down to the ground by Myron Morrison. 9 yards. Morrison family in attendance. A fascinating backstory. Myron growing up on a lot of different parts of the country. Even spent some time in Canada. And settled. We're glad he came near Houston at Atascocita, the veteran linebacker. 2nd and 1 to 19. Under center, Coleman. Snap. Shows the football. And the back takes it. And Stewart plods his way. Gets just enough for the first down. He got 3 yards. And the first down. They know exactly what they have to do. Very precise. And they get just enough. We've seen that handful of times plus.
All day long. I mean, there's no question. They run it with precision. Even Dwayne Coleman's doing that right now. And so, you wonder.
Back A.J. Williams from Augusta, Georgia. I wonder if he picks up some clubs. Receiver going in motion to that far away. Snap. Coleman to handoff. And Williams will spin and kind of peel himself away from an attempted tackler going up to the 28-yard line. 6 yards. Nothing fancy. Now a little bit late getting up is Ty Morris. Promising sophomore linebacker from Decaney. He was a great baseball player in high school, did you know?
Yes.
Retired his number. Wow. Coach Cruz. McCall. Well, now a 2nd down and 4 at the 28-yard line. Back in motion to the far way. Williams still that one running back. Snap. And a follow a block. Coleman running to the right. Al's grasping at the football, but nothing doing. They'll pick up the chains and move them. They needed the 33. They got the 33. 5 more yards.
I'll tell you this, if you want to learn how to run the triple option, come to Army. Navy runs it too, but if you really want to learn how to run it, come to Army. And if you want to learn how to get leverage, watch the offensive line.
So first down play at the 32-yard line. Coleman will run it to the right side. This play won't count. Lewis or Rice and a young lineman to his keister.
Ball start. Number 48, offense. 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
Carson Smith, the running back, coming in. Had that infraction. So Rice in danger of losing its 4th straight game to Army. Rice had won 5 straight in the series, and series 4-4-1. Last time Rice was here, August 30th, 2019, 5 years ago. Army won 14-7. Remember, that was a Friday night game.
Yes, sir.
Opening up the season, Wiley Green had a pass to Jager Bull that was incomplete at the 15-yard line the last minute. And Army won that one. It looks like they'll win this one. 37-7 lead. 3 down for Rice. Penalty flags flying again.
Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
They only give you so many seconds, and they use them all and then some. 9:55 of the 4th here. But not that fans listening / watching on the in-booth feed care, but a lot of the backups in on the Army side here. Not as succinct.
Yeah, they have the game won. 37-7. We don't like saying that, but that's what it is.
Rendine at the back, option keeper right side, slipping through Coleman, spinning out of one arm tackle, but lunging forward upfield. Davion Hook in there on that tackle. It's tough to see. I love the New Jerseys, Chris Snell and Equipment Folks and Company, but then the guys bunch them up. It's tough to see. I believe that is Hook.
Part of that is the fact that they're very tight, JP, which is why they're bunched up.
Snug.
Very
2nd
snug.
and 14 to 28. Here's the pass. Coleman will hoist it to the right side, caught two-handed to the 34. And receiver slammed down. Kayvon Pointer, the backup tight end, moves up field to the 38. Lamont Narcisse on that tackle. Good to see him there. I believe that's his first run of the year. Lamont had been out the first few games with that, some bumps and bruises. 12 yards on that gain, but still sets up a 3rd and 5.
Army's still running with a lot of enthusiasm. These guys don't get to play a lot, so
they're 7 of 9 on 3rd downs. Coleman the snap, runs right, gets bear hugged from behind by Aquandis Clemens and company. Piercy out there jumping on the pile. 8:20, 4th quarter. Brings up a 4th down and 6. After that fake punt leading off this half, nothing would surprise me, but I'd imagine they'd punt it here, so we finally get to see a wagon seller punt.
Yeah, finally. See what kind of a return, what type of a return we're going to get here. I doubt if they'll fake it at this stage of the game.
Tyson Thompson back at his 25. The deep snapper's name is Owen Walter from Arlington Heights, Illinois. They have unique splits on their special teams. Flag comes in as this wobbler is kicked away. Thompson calls the fair catch, and it floats down to him at the 24 down the middle of the fairway. This will be formation, ironically, against the Black Knights. 42 yards.
Legal formation. Kicking team. This 5-yard penalty is enforced from the succeeding spot. 1st down, Rice.
37-7. Army has the football. Check that, Rice. Yeah, Rice has the football. Army has the lead. We do have a timeout. Red Hat guy just standing inside play there. We see him. We'll be back after this. All Army 37-7. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Shoppers has the right John Deere equipment for you. If you're looking for a tractor, gator, or lawnmower, let the experts at Shoppers give you the right answers to your John Deere questions. Shoppers makes buying a piece of John Deere equipment easy with our online Build It, Price It, Own It tool. You can add attachments specific to your needs or check out our ready-to-go John Deere tractor packages. See all that Shoppers has to offer by Googling Shoppers at SHOPPAS. Shoppers, your John Deere tractor experts and proud sponsors of Rice Owl Athletics.
Cancer is never just cancer. It affects your entire body. At Houston Methodist Neal Cancer Center, we have the expertise to treat all of you. Leading oncologists use the latest technology, research, and treatments to stop your cancer, while specialists minimize its effects on major organs. There's a better approach to cancer care that heals all of you. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Army 37, Rice 7, 7:41 of the 4th quarter. Our association, permanent group representing and providing support for all Rice University letter winners. To recognize any former student athletes that are listening or watching in. Thanks for your continued support and dedication. Also like to get folks out to that pregame against Charlotte. That was announced for a 6 o'clock start. It's east of Rice Stadium. Fans of all ages can enjoy a great pregame experience this next week. Got food, beverages, inflatables. Tailgate alley there. Nate's favorite, the shaved ice treats.
You think so?
You got to be a pina colada guy, I'd imagine.
No, sir.
Tiger's blood? No?
Definitely not.
Okay. But there's an all-new video screen to watch some other games. You can check out ricehouse.com for the Owls Tailgate Concert Series. I want you there before that Charlotte game. At 4 o'clock, they'll have that new tradition, that Owl Walk. 7:41 of the 4th. And Warner is coming out at quarterback for the blue and gray here.
Heard you were signing autographs in that game.
You know, I should. But I'd have to give the money to people to take the autograph. That doesn't work very well. Exactly. I'm already working from behind, Nate. Come on.
Oh, my God.
Warner out of the shotgun. 1st and 10 at the 30. Shotgun snap. Warner twirls the football, looks middle. His guy Sykes on the run. 45 up near midfield, reaches the 49-yard line. Well, Matty Sykes has had himself a ball game here just off the reservoir near the Hudson.
He's growing.
Tommy Zitello, the tackle. The Owls going tempo again. Shotgun snap. Warner looking middle, throwing deep. High for Walker. Incomplete at the 25-yard line.
I'll give EJ this.
Stephen Nadozie and Adam Cash in cover.
He throws a pretty pass. Now, if it's on the money, it really looks good. It does. You can see the laces. As a receiver, you're looking for the laces, right? So you can see the laces. The laces are just twirling, and if he nails it, man, you can go far.
Knock on the door, 7 minutes to go. 37-7 Army. Back to pass Warner, throwing deep right. Caught by Sykes against the sideline. Caught it at the 40 and moved out of bounds by Jabril Williams. First down throw and catch. Al's first down at the 40. Yeah, good look. I mean, this is a guy back-to-back seasons leading the AAC in passing, just trying to get in those scenarios. Al's tempo looks left. Caught by Campbell and gets turned around, bumped, goes backwards. They'll say his progress was not forward as he tried to keep going. Adam Cash there to clean him up. Only a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 at 36. Al's going really fast here. We haven't seen this fast tempo all season. Back to pass Warner, looking middle, thrown in traffic. It's caught by Campbell. Took a big jolt from Adam Cash and gets the first down at the 27. 9 more yards for
slat route.
Rice out.
Yeah, slat route.
Back to passes Warner, going tempo, looking right, throwing right, in through Sykes' hands, incomplete at the 5. He had it there, right in front of Dozie. Safety coming over.
That's a catch you got to make. That's a go route along the sideline, far side, and just a little high, but really no defender over there to take him out. So you can make that catch there.
And he has, full story, he has pulled down a couple of those.
Yeah.
Warner, 5 wide. 2nd and 10 at the 27 of Army. Back to pass. Warner looks right, caught at the 20. Near the chains, going down to the 17-yard line is Walker. Cash there on the stop. Pitch and catch at 10 yards.
Yep.
Now's going fast break tempo. Comes back to Warner. Looking middle. Drag over the middle. Caught the 15. Bumped his Francisco and gets shoved back. Caught at the 14. Dropped to the 14 by
let's go, guys.
The Black Knights. Joseph Stevens and company.
Got to get some depth on your routes, and that's what's hurting them. 2nd and 8 here.
3 yards. Yeah, they'll call it 3 yards in that last one. Back to pass Warner. Slides to his right on the run. Throws near the chains. Caught by Thompson. Wiggles out of bounds inside the 10 to the 9. 5. I give him 6 there. And Joseph Stevens the stop. 5-yard gain.
You notice EJ seems to like the tempo.
That's why I was asking earlier if they move to something like that. And a lot of it's the pace, yes, but the decision making. You're not analyzing, you're going.
Might work.
Twins left, 1 right. Short side is to the right. Francisco the back. Snap and a handoff to Francisco, running to the right. And getting pulled down after he got the first down.
Go tempo now.
Adam Cash yanks him down to the turf with those black pellets.
Go tempo now, guys.
Not a lot of time, but there's a lot of room to make up here. Rice on the wrong side of this 37-7 score. Gruen tied in right. Walker slot left next to Sykes on the outside. 1st and goal at the 5.
Snap.
Here's the snap. Warner looking. Bay to the end zone. Back corner. Away and knocked incomplete for Campbell. Hamilton Baker there. Those nickelbacks sliding over. 2nd and goal to 5.
I know some routes receivers would love to have back, like Kobe would love to have that back. That was just a good defensive play that time. So it wasn't a shot for Kobe to try and make an athletic play like jump and catch that pass. That ball was thrown more on a rope than it was anything else. Near side here on basically a go route.
2nd and goal at the 5. Under 5 minutes left. Francisco, the running back left of Warner, stopped, thrown right side, jump ball for Sykes, incomplete. Al's wanting some laundry to come out, but they won't get it as Williams there tussling with Sykes. 3rd and goal at the 5.
Sykes has to be your guy, or you're going to have to go tight. You got to catch that. That's another drop pass.
I don't know. He was in there on some tight coverage. Yeah, ideally, of course, you'd like him to pull it down for 6. Under center now, Warner. 1 back and 3 receivers. Snap, play action. Warner looks middle. Moves left. Surveying, comes to the 10, the 5. Shovel pitch forward, caught, touchdown, Francisco. What a play. E.J. Warner, little improvised toss forward, 5-yard score, and Rice. 37-13 Army, but a very nice play to get on the board.
Well, E.J. Warner trying to find his rhythm, and certainly we're seeing some things a little different than what we've seen before. And Christian just happened to come into his eyesight, and E.J. able to get it to him.
Second career touchdown for Francisco, his other against TSU last year. Goda coming on for the PAT. No worse for wear. Gets knocked down to his fanny after he kicked that one through, but he's a tough Houston kid. He'll be okay. 4:34 the fourth. 37-14 Army leads. Looks like we're keeping it here. But again, academic, so to speak, for a bit now, but the way they executed, we know there's no quit with the young fellas.
That's E.J. Warner's dad and mom in the stands here at Army.
Yeah.
Kurt and his wife.
Yeah, they've come to every game.
So,
4 minutes, 34 seconds of this fourth quarter. And Army, a 37-14 lead. Any observations, Mr. Metco, down there? Or?
I love the tempo offense. Probably asked Bloom about that after the game. Just the windows that really created, it seemed, for EJ.
Well, I was going to mention that before I got excited about seeing Kurt and his wife down there. But I will tell you that here's the thing. He's not going to say much about it, but I will say it might be something that should be considered when you are trying to find a way to create opportunities for your offense, JP, as the kickoff is underway now.
Francisco, first touchdown catch. Onside's coming from Horn, bounces it to his right, and an Army up man dives and recovers it for Black Knights, Liam Fortner, and it'll be possession for the Black Knights. I do want to get this before I forget. I know it's in the waning minutes of the broadcast, but a special happy birthday wishes to two folks. Our engineer Walter Donaldson tomorrow celebrates a birthday.
What? He turns 28 tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, to be young again.
Happy birthday, Walter. And
a special birthday as well to former cadet Charlie Adams, listening in North Dakota there.
Very
nice. Toss right side. And Army ball carrier slammed down a little bit after the whistle, but not too late. As hard to make it out who had that. Yeah, that was Benson, Lloyd Benson. No kin to the former Texas Senator Lloyd Benson.
Officials timeout.
I don't think.
Defensive injury.
Since we're doing birthdays, my photographer at Channel 26, David.
Oh, really?
Yeah. His birthday is, I think, today.
There's a down
David
owl
Lanier.
On the field now.
David Lanier, happy birthday. Didn't tell me yesterday when I got out of the car.
You should know that by now, right?
But he's not one to tell you about things. So I learned from his wife that his birthday, Cindy. Thank you, Cindy.
But I do want to get the details right for old friend North Dakota Charlie Adams. His birthday tomorrow with Walter. He was a captain, 1st Battalion, 8th Infantry. Did a tour in Iraq. I told him, I think he was listening in the first half, so of course I get the birthday well wishes in the second half, but
good for him.
Proud cadet here. I was quizzing him during the week. All right, call this here, call this here. All right, now, injured Al is off. Get an update from Jason perhaps in a second. It's JoJo Jean. High snap, Coleman wrestles it to the left, a little good piece of footwork, and maneuvers his way inside the 45, but made something out of nothing, no gain. 3rd down, and they'll call it 7.
This is just a marvelous place to visit coming here to Michie Stadium. I like you, Bob, we're all, and Walter, Jason, we're all so fortunate to be part of this broadcast and to be able to come here. We don't necessarily like the outcome.
We do not.
At all.
3rd and 7 to 44. Coleman under center, 2 wings. Got that T offense. It's variation of it. Play clock getting down to 8. Coleman the snap. looking to throw. Left side, airmails it high and outside to his back coming out of the backfield. There's Benson. And that's interesting. Running it up 23, throwing the pass, but stops the clock to give
again
Wagenseller a rep here at punting it.
Those people, the backups, don't get a chance to play very much.
You're right.
That's part of it. Remember, we put 69 on Texas Southern because a lot of the backups don't get a chance to play.
Bring a little bit of a rush. Wagenseller end over end kick. And Thompson directing guys and then sticks the hands up last moment to get the
that's going to be a horse collar
punt reception. He moves right and he's brought down by Owen Walter, the deep snapper. Thompson staying in his pose like a statue, signaling the first down of the 23.
Well, a lot longer than 5
Personal
seconds.
foul. Horse collar tackle. Kicking team number 55. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the play. First down, Rice.
And that's Walter on that penalty. So you got the cadets going through. Some chants now, direction of the cheerleaders.
That's amazing down there, seeing all those cadets.
Jason, was I supposed to go to you for something? I guess that's a very broad subject. But
No, it's very generic, yes.
Yes,
No,
I'm sorry.
no.
I can do generic, okay. Got that beautiful reservoir behind you, that construction site in the middle.
Yep.
First and 10 to 35 for Rice. Do they go tempo again? They go twins right and twins left. Right hash to the short side. Back to pass Warner. Looks middle. High for Walker. Incomplete. Tipped.
What I mean.
Just a bit high.
Yeah, just a little. He had him.
Tommy Zatello there. Almost a gift interception in the bread basket.
He really had him. Yeah, I came here, we're talking about the reservoir, and we've been laughing about it, but I came here the first couple of times, and I kept looking at it, and it just wasn't making sense, so I had to do a little more research.
Well, now you start doing research, huh? Back to pass. Warner looking right. Caught by Walker past the chains in the sideline. He gets edged out at the 48 by Zatello again. 13 yards up the sideline. Braylon Walker can do that. 37-14, though. Army leads by a bunch.
Yes, he can. First time in 17 years I've actually done research, Jake. But anyway, yeah, that's part of it.
So now the play is halted, and talk about the post-game barbecue. We're getting from a place called Mission Barbecue here. Usually that's on the post-game.
It's from here in New York.
Well, yes, they did not import, unfortunately.
Texas barbecue?
Yeah, no Pit Room or Blood Brothers. Among many Rudy's, many great barbecue spots, but here locally are getting some barbecue after the game. Back to passes Warner, looking middle, checks it down, picked off. Here comes Army inside the 50, and almost appropriate as, no, there wasn't an end in time. That was 21 Newsom on that pick. So they had not had a pick on the season, and Black Knights defense gets 2 today.
I love my rice fried. Look at that. Anyway, yeah, you saw that E.J. Warner was under duress.
Got hit as he threw it.
Yep,
Just saw that on the replay.
Yeah, took a little bit of the steam off that pass.
Sorry to interrupt there, but
that's all right.
So we had that rush right in his lap. Here come the Black Knights as they look to march off the clock and go to 3-0 in the season. Rice be falling to 1-3 before that home date against Charlotte coming up a week from tonight. Coleman under center. And from Selma, Texas, near the Alamo City, fakes. Now he's back to pass, rolling to his right, dumps it out here near way. Caught on the stride at the 42 and out of bounds by the Black Knights. A young man named David Clerk, 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6. The 2-minute timeout coming, and we'll break it as well. Army 37 and Rice 14. We'll be back after this for the final stretches of this one.
2-minute timeout.
It's Rice football from Learfield.
Okay, I'm not usually one to exaggerate, but you need to drop everything and get to Kohl's because they have so many ways to save right now. I just shopped their customer appreciation event, and not only did I get great deals on a bunch of fall styles, I also got 30% off because I'm a Kohl's card holder. Or if you're a rewards member, you get 20% off. Even non-members can save with 15% off. Plus, you can earn Kohl's cash too. So what are you waiting for? Hurry to Kohl's and thank me later. Offers end September 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
At True Anomaly Brewing, our greatest achievement lives in knowing that everything we've learned is yours to enjoy. While it may not be rocket science, we brew with the same detail and dedication learned while running mission operations for NASA. Taking risks is part of our DNA. We don't take them just to say we did, we take them because of the result. Bold brews we're proud to share with fellow adventure seekers. True Anomaly Brewing, beer for the explorers.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new design 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
On the Rice Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the Amerant Bank postgame show. Coming up, postgame reaction, including stats and highlights, other scores, and a look ahead at what's next for the Owls.
We'll call it the Amerant Bank pre-postgame show. Pre.
Okay.
Army 37, Rice 14. Still 2 minutes to go in this one. Coleman and his back chatting things over. Play out these last 2 minutes. You've seen some things to build on towards the end of this game, but it's game 4 of the year, so you don't want to be building at this point of the year. Well, under center, Coleman snaps, and Coleman brings it to the right. Nothing fancy, just putting it down and running with his pants on fire down to the 36-yard line. Rice is Ty Morris there, that linebacking core.
They really fight to get to their yards. They fight. You can see it.
They have to.
Yeah, JP, I've seen some very encouraging things, and I like that. I like what I saw. Now I just wonder going forward, since now we're in conference play, if they may be implemented. We'll talk about that more.
37-14, all Army. Last minute 30. The man in motion, snap, a give. The back rumbling up there is Carson Smith. Looks like a fullback. Wears a number like a fullback and runs like a fullback, but not listed as a fullback. Piercy helping out on that tackle. Minute 10 left. You continue that thought. I mean, you saw the tempo.
Yes.
They never wilted. It was just early on. They got the jump early and often. And, I mean, all fact of the matter is they decided this one in the second quarter. I know it was 28-0 at the break, but they put this one away early.
They really did, but you start sort of experimenting with the tempo.
Player's helmet for Army came off during the play. That requires a 10-second runoff. When the player's helmet come off, the game clock was at 1:18. Please reset the game clock to 1:08. Start on my signal.
Yes, sir. Got to get that 2 seconds on.
Anyway, you start to see some things, but against the backups, those weren't the starters. And
good point.
Hang on.
Yeah, 2nd and 7 to 32. I didn't think about it in that context. A counter turn and a handoff to Smith. He does a little somersault, rolling over an Owls defender or two.
Yeah, they should just about have, I would say, 80% of backups in there now. game, I mean, they knew they had the game pretty much in hand. I'd say mid-third to late third quarter.
Yeah, they averaged 390 passing yards. They've got 291 today.
Rushing yards.
Yeah, sorry. I was thinking of the passing yards too. They have the 120, but that's a really good game for them. Last play coming here. Under center is Coleman. And this victory formation here as the backs come up, they controlled it from the start, from the jump and from the get-go. A lot of cannons were fired, and it was all Army as they dominate the Rice Owls here. 37-14, Army. A lot of things still to work on.
Yeah, Coach Monken and Coach Bloomgren meeting at half field there.
That's the end of the game.
They really do. Rice has to go back to the drawing board. There are some things now that you can feel kind of nice about. They really should try to explore. And I think it's going to work to the benefit of E.J. Warner. But you're going to have to make some changes. And you got to give it a shot now.
It'll be a long flight home, but hopefully they can learn from this. And I said this after the loss to Sam Houston. I believe I said this after the U of H game. It sounds hollow. We'll wait for Coach Bloomgren here. Their goals, they're still there. I mean,
they are.
They're on paper.
At 1-3, they are.
And 0-1 in conference. That's really what matters now.
Right.
Yeah, you worry about the bowl game too, but it's there.
They got a chance to make some changes for the positive. You can change this offense. If you don't like what you saw for the first 3 quarters, they showed you something.
Yeah, they're doing a special tradition here, and we usually don't do this, but let's kind of think on the fly here and carry the Army alma mater as the whole Rice team has assembled behind Army. It's usually on the other sideline, the 3 other times in that corner by the cadets. But right now, Army lining up. And what a special privilege it is to not only broadcast these games, but in a locale like this. Let's hear it, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the West Point alma mater.
Got it.
Let's go down to Jason Metka.
Coach, discipline, we talked about it all week. They're a well-disciplined machine. They show it day in and day out. You guys had some stumbles. How important was discipline here today?
Well, I'm not sure our discipline was that off. We didn't have a whole lot of blown assignments on the defensive side, I don't believe. They just made more plays than we did. And at the end of the day, we've got to find a way to make those plays. And the thing we can't do is continue to hurt ourselves with silly penalties in all phases of the game. So that's what we got to get better at.
Looks like you found some open offense, though, when you put EJ into the tempo. Can you talk about that decision?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way we could have came back and win this game, and that's what we were trying to do. We had no desire to come here and have a good showing. We wanted to win the game, and really we needed to start out just like we talked. We needed to put that first drive in the box, and unfortunately we ended up having a safety on the punt, and we had a bigger hole to dig out of. But, again, there's just no moral victories. I'm proud of our kids for the way they keep fighting. I love these kids, but at the end of the day, we got to play better.
Thank you, Coach. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Jason. More coming up in our Emirates Bank postgame. Rice falls here to the Army Black Knights. Final tally of 37-14. This is Rice football from Learfield.
Owl fans know where to stay when they come to Houston. Courtyard by Marriott, Rice University is the preferred choice, whether cheering on Coach Bloomgren and the team or kicking off their Rice experience during O Week. Just minutes from Rice Village and only 3 miles to campus, we provide the right mix of convenience and accessibility. When you're hungry, stop by the bistro for either breakfast or evening options. Cheer for the Owls by raising a glass in the lounge and unwind with your favorite beverage. Call 713-661-5669 to make a reservation, and be sure to ask for the Rice University rate. We look forward to welcoming you.
Whether running a marathon or walking your dog, every movement matters. But when you're in pain, simple activities can feel unbearable. At Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our specialists can help you heal faster using the latest technology, minimally invasive procedures, and advanced physical therapy. As the top-ranked hospital in Texas, we have the expertise to keep you moving and help you get back to doing the things you love. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
You ready for the big game? Fuel up for game day at Salad and Go. Whether you're tailgating, playing in the game, or cheering from home, make sure you've got your game day greens. From fresh salads to hearty wraps and refreshing drinks, Salad and Go has what you need to fill up and feel great. Score big with game day greens from Salad and Go. It's just what you need to win the day. Find a drive-thru near you at saladandgo.com or order online at saladandgo.com.
Rice teams and traditions are legendary. Our team as strategic wealth designers are proud to be a partner of Rice Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team the Owls trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today and go Owls.
Blue Eyes serenading the guys on the stadium right now. As here in New York, the Army Black Knights defeat the Rice Owls by a final tally of 37-14, but just referencing a 21-point second quarter. Hate to call it really the nail in the coffin, score-wise, 4 possessions, but in a game where you have so few possessions to begin with, it seemed like that last score they had and the last minute of the second quarter after the pick, good tightrope, little tippy tap of the feet staying in bounds from their big middle linebacker Thomas. That's the first interception they had of the season, and then they go just a few plays to chew up the last seconds of the second quarter, and 28-0 then. In favor of Army. They're disciplined, they were precise, and they executed in all 3 phases.
Yes, as you kind of look at the stats from today, it's just they really came out with a great game plan. And whenever you're going to run the triple option, you got to get a great game plan to begin with. But it's about execution, JP. I don't care what anybody says. You first have to execute. When you execute well, because you could see when the backups came in, they didn't have the same kind of execution points as the starters. So you have to have guys who can run that particular type of offense, and they ran it to perfection. 39 minutes to 20 minutes, and I won't get into stats because I know that's what we do, but I'm just making a point here. They had the ball 19 minutes longer than Rice did, and you could see the production in regards to scoring. They were 9 of 15 on third down. Come on, man. You got to do something differently, and I hear you, Coach Bloomgren. You're absolutely right. There are lots of things you got to do better. The defense, I thought, played well. They were on the field too long. So anytime they're on the field too long, those things are going to happen, JP. You're going to have scoring from the other team, lots of it.
Yeah, and Daly's, you're totally right on all those points, very salient. And the first of 3 Daly touchdown rushes, it's a 17-play drive. 95 yards that took almost 11 minutes off the clock. They took it at the 10-10 mark of the first and snuck into the second quarter, and we're just dominant. More coming up here in our Amerant Bank postgame show. Hear from some of the guys in the locker room, more stats, and we're going to play our theme music and get the scores as well. Stay tuned. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The Parking Spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at the Parking Spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
North Star Pressure Washing is a full-service pressure washing company able to provide any type of exterior cleaning to your property, whether you're a small business looking to improve your appearance for your customers or you're a property owner looking to add curb appeal to your home. In addition to improving your property's appearance, our services will also protect your property from the damage mildew, algae, and other airborne contaminants can cause, thus extending the life of your home or property. Remember North Star Pressure Washing for all your pressure washing needs. Big or small, our company does it all.
Attention thrill seekers and luxury enthusiasts. Ever wondered what it's like to command the road in a Porsche? Stop wondering and start driving. Right now at Porsche River Oaks, we are inviting you to take the driver's seat and feel the power of precision engineering with our exclusive test drives. Our knowledgeable team is ready to put you behind the wheel, allowing you to unleash the true potential of a Porsche. From the all-new design 2014 Cayenne to the versatile Macan, discover the thrill of performance and luxury craftsmanship of Porsche. Schedule your test drive at Porsche River Oaks today. Exclusive benefits to students and alumni. Go Owls!
Rice fans, need a place to stay while watching your Owls play ball? Located just steps from campus is the Hilton Houston Medical Center. Visit us today at houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount. Again, that's houstonplaza.hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount now.
Rice Owls fall to the Army Black Knights by a final tally of 37-14. Mentioned getting to stats. Here are some of those team stats. As the first downs, this is alarming seeing this. Or, I don't know, alarming is probably a little heavy-handed.
Yeah, it is alarming.
But pretty much even. But Army, the bigger play team, as they average 5.9 yards per play. Again, Rice 5.2, but Army had 21 first downs. Rice had 18 first down, but it's about what you do with those plays.
Right.
As they had 56 rushing attempts for 288 yards. So you hold them. What is that? They told me there wouldn't be too much math. 102 yards below their scoring average, but they still average 5.1 yards, and you can do that. That's great. And when you have 9 receptions and average over 13 yards a catch, they attempt 13 passes.
Yes.
And
they had 13.
Yeah, 13 passes, 120 yards. That's just under 10 yards per attempt. They were unbelievably efficient on the passing game as well, too. And on their defense, they had 2 picks as well. Had the ball almost 40 minutes, and Rice had the ball a little bit under 20 minutes. Third downs, 9 of 15. Rice was 5 of 10. Army was 2 of 3 on its fourth downs. Rice was 1 of 3 on its fourth downs. And on the penalty side, too, the same number of penalties, 5 for 40 yards for Rice, 5 for 35. But for Army had 5 for 35. But you never, in the emotion of a game, and you never want to say something so like broad-based or right. But when the start of the game, when they had the penalty, before the game had even started, really, you had the kickoff, and you had that is the type of thing they didn't want to see.
2 teammates go on the field with the same jersey number.
And for those that don't know, that's a procedural error. You can't do that.
Cannot do that.
And
that's a no-no.
That was a penalty.
And that is something that you have to be aware of. Even if you're a player, you have to be aware of that. And guys, check your jersey numbers before you go out. You're standing there. You're actually in a huddle.
Yeah, it could have been a late sub. Didn't decide anything, but it just set the tone.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's not something – you don't want to start a game that way. Yeah. And if you do, you got to make up for it. So Rice Owls couldn't make up for, the problems, the penalties, and that's what Mike Bloomgren was talking about also. Mm-hmm. And so, with that, again, eliminate the penalties. figure out a way to win that suits your team, because right now it's not working.
Trying to get a word from Jason. Jason, if you can hear us, you're a little scratchy now. We do have Jason down there. Okay.
I know it wasn't the result you wanted, but found some life there in the second half. Just your overall thoughts here today.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you come up short on the scoreboard, there's always more you can do, and you just got to look to the film and back to work.
Hey, I guess we have it hooked up. Dean, can you hear us?
I guess hold on. Let me switch headphones here. We got a headphone jigsaw puzzle. Give me a second.
No, it's okay. If not, it's fine. I was going to ask Dean about the Army defense, and all the attention comes to the Army offense on that side of things. But the Army defense, obviously very formidable. Anything different from the Army defense that you all expected?
No, I mean, offense and defense, Army's going to come out and they're going to do their stuff, and they're tough, and they're disciplined. They're not going to make mistakes, and that's exactly what they did.
Dean, this is Nate, and I'm just curious as to how you guys tried to run your offense today. What was there a major issue with that, or was it just things just weren't clicking for you, or did you try to run the offense and the defense just countered it?
Yeah, I think it was just a combination of a bunch of things. We had a good game plan. That was no question about that. But sometimes it's the Rice Owls beating the Owls, and that's what happened. Started off with a penalty, and we had a couple more, and you just can't have that against a team that holds the ball and has a long time possession.
And did you like the tempo? I know Coach said to Jason afterwards that, you're obviously trying to come back in the game, but what was different when you and EJ in the offense had that productive drive towards the end of the game there?
Yeah, I think it's just, our backs were against the wall, and when that happens, you got to make things happen, and EJ got in the flow and was making some throws, and we were able to get down the field.
Appreciate you being honest, Dean. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dean.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right.
Appreciate it. Dean Connors of our Rice Owls. Always tough. Win, lose.
But he
not
was
many draws.
Honest. He was honest, and I can appreciate that.
Yeah, we're going to get Charlie Lewis as well coming here in a matter of moments. And for those that don't know and don't care about the logistics, the old locker room technical setup torn down. It is no more. So
right.
Jason really adjusting on the fly as a pro's pro does. But Charlie Lewis grew up a little over 30 miles from here, transfer from Dartmouth. And Charlie, first off on that, go ahead, Jason. I'll ask mine. Go ahead, Jason. Just playing close to home, Charlie. How cool was that? Now, we talked about it a few weeks ago. I know you wanted a better result, but how cool was that playing in your own backyard here?
Yeah, had about 35, 40 people here, family, friends, friends from Dartmouth, friends from back home. So obviously wanted to put on a better show for them, but it's great having them here. It was great having all of them.
Hey, Charlie, this is Nate. Talk about defending the triple option and, especially with that wing T offense. Talk about how difficult that is. But you guys were also out on the field a little longer than you probably anticipated or expected. Talk about that.
Yeah, we knew that we were going to be on the field for a while. We knew we had had to get ourselves off the field because that's how they are.
Yeah, thank you very much. Trying to connect with Charlie. Sorry, Charlie, audible on our business. It's a lot of concrete and a lot of government communication lines in between. There you go. But I really appreciate it, Charlie. Go talk to us. Go to your family. They're around there, I know. But
thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
6'3", 275. He's a heck of a player.
Yeah.
He looks like an NFL defensive end.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah, he is a great guy and got good getting and Rice has shown the reputation in recent years. We talked about in other interviews how they can get the defensive line growth, a lot of those growing pains done, and the smart aptitude of the D lineman coming in at a place like this, they take to it quickly. And we've seen that with Michael Daly here and with Charlie Lewis there. More coming up, our Amerant Bank postgame show, Army 37, Rice 14. It's Rice football from Learfield.
Behind every door at Houston Methodist, you know what to expect. Expertise. Whether it's